Before we get started, a big thank you to all of my subscribers over on Patreon who are on screen now, and my subscribers over on Twitch. Thank you all so much for the support, and a big thank you to my legendary supporters on Patreon, Mike Kira, Obi-Wan Kanzi, and Shao Quinn. Thank you guys so much. If you would like to support me and the channel and work that I do, then please head over to patreon.com/mandatoryquest, where you can pledge over there, or go over to twitch.tv/mandatoryquest, and you can always subscribe to my Twitch channel. But without further ado, let's get on with the show. So we're back to Frosthaven, and today we are taking on number 88, Collections Capstone. So this is a linked, or a forced linked scenario from the previous, the Collector's scenario. I'm not sure if it was 100% forced linked, because I think there was a bit of conflicting information in the book versus the tear off sheet, but it kind of made sense that this would be a follow-on scenario just because of the fact that we kind of rescued the two brothers, and then they're like, he's over there, like led us to basically where his, like, you know, his hideout was or whatever. So it kind of made sense for it to be a force linked. So we are treating this one as a force linked scenario. So therefore that means that we do not need to do a road event. But we do need to do battle goals and challenges, and then start obviously the scenario. So let's do the intro, shall we?
You have proven to be marvelous specimens.
The Collector's voice echoes through the hallways as you make your way through them.
I can almost taste your life force. I'm confident it will be exquisite.
You get to the end of the hallway and find elite Savas guards blocking your advance.
All we need to do is subdue them.
Alrighty then. Elite Savas guards, also known as ice storms and lava flows. Alright, scenario goals. The scenario is complete when the Collector is dead. At the end of that round, read 128.3. Scenario effects. Each character gains wound. Lovely, off to a good start. When door 1 is open, read 79.3. So we can open the door, but I guess we just need to fight. We'll probably fight these guys, because these are really horrible people. They're really horrible enemies. Just noticed the app started giving 2 XP for completing challenges. That's something you should have been doing all along. Yes! Yes, it is. Alright, so I'll get these bit of a shuffle. Kind of like a nice little bonus for doing the challenge as well. Although you could argue that 2 XP is a little bit stingy at times compared to the difficulty of some challenges, but Right, battle goals for drill then. We got Pauper, we got Masochist, and we got Ascetic. I think collect fewer loot tokens than any other character is a pretty easy one to do, because our Frozen Fist is actually pretty good at hoovering stuff up anyway, so we actually have some loot cards that we play on the Frozen Fist, whereas we don't have any loot cards that we play on Drill. So there's the odds are they're going to him. Then we got Weakling, Shirker, and Streamliner. Become exhausted before any other character. That's very likely. Well, it can be likely on this character because you kind of like accelerate it. It's possible. Kill an enemy not adjacent to you while you are adjacent to another enemy. Difficult because we're a melee character for the most part. Streamliner, have 5 or more total cards in your hand and discard pile at the end of the scenario. So it's like the opposite of weakling, almost. This is a boss scenario. 3-room boss scenario. Which, boss scenarios can sometimes be quite quick, right? Because you just kind of kill the boss and then it's over. But the fact that we have to kind of fight through 2 rooms to get to the final room and then deal with the boss means that it's probably going to end up being a relatively normal length scenario, I would say. It's probably not going to be as short as some boss scenarios can be. Of course, if we get in there and just like absolutely nail the guy with brittle, then it's a bit different. But will he be immune to brittle? My feeling is probably. Let's take Streamliner and give it a go. This might be a bit too tricky, but because Weakling is like, the problem with Weakling is that I may be put into a position where I need to kill the boss like with 1 hit, and I don't want to, like, you know, have my character exhausted or something. It just makes it like, it's an awkward one if it comes down to like the final few turns to try and kill the boss. It's not one that buys you much room. But then Streamliner will be dead by that point. It's gone. All right, challenges. So we draw 2, pick 1 because of the upgraded Town Hall. So you have Type Formation and Hardy Stock. Whenever any character performs an attack while not adjacent to an ally, add -1 to the attack. Okay. Or Hardy Stock. All enemies add level divided by 2 rounded up to their maximum hit point value. How much is that for us then? Level divided by 2. What level are we on right now? So they're level 2. So it's just 1 extra health? Every enemy has 1 extra health. Is that true? Just like every enemy has 1 extra health? That just seems like, sure, probably fine. I mean, 1 extra health is whatever, really. Yeah, I mean, give everyone 1 extra health or give us a -1. I mean, they're basically the same. They're very, very similar. It's like, oh, give enemies 1 extra health or have a -1 attack penalty to us. I think just give them 1 extra attack. Because, of course, the -1 penalty would suck if we were to draw ×2, for example. Doesn't work very well with brittle if we're trying to maybe do that as well. Whereas this is just, we just have to hit them 1 more time. 1 health is soft. Yeah, it's a very simple one. It's like basically non-existent. It's a very, very easy challenge, really. I guess if we had got this at a slightly higher level, it would have been more of a problem. But, I mean, we'll absolutely take that on board. We'll absolutely add that extra health. That's no problem. All right, then. Away we go. So, naturally, the first turn we need to play our one with the mountain, of course. So that's an easy first turn pickup there. The problem that we might have here, though, is these guys summon. And, you know, taking a turn off to just get our things in play, we could get unlucky here and then immediately have to deal with more enemies, which would suck. Does mean that Hardy Stock becomes a little bit more annoying if they start summoning lots of things. There's not much I can really do about that, though. If they decide to do that, they decide to do that. I can't really stun, I don't think, with either of my 2 characters right off the bat. I suppose I could use Power Core. We could go in for like a Power Core top. But I would need the... I think we should start off in regular, don't we? We start in regular, I believe. Right? Yeah, regular. So if I have a way to like double increase, I could maybe go straight in for Power Core. It would be a risky thing to do, but it would actually be a pretty smart thing to do on the first turn against 2 enemy types that do summon. It's a reasonable, like, hedge. And a very aggressive start. Anyway, we know we're going to play one with a mountain. And to be honest, we've got wound on us. I mean, we're pretty much immune to wound though, so that's not a problem. I guess a heal would be maybe quite nice to just heal off the wound on the drill. Wouldn't be too bad. Create earth, which could give us a nice brittle, potentially. Yeah, so we could use the bottom of voice from below. Although I do really like the top of voice from below as well. But this seems like a pretty good turn. You go late, right? You go 83. And then you just go one with the mountain, do this, heal. The only problem being that the range is pretty mediocre, so we wouldn't be able to... I mean, I guess we could go early just to try and, you know, start like this, go 22. Yeah, I could go 22 and then just basically heal it off. And so then we both just get rid of the wounds. I get my lovely regenerate up anyway. Yeah, that seems like a play. Now, is there a way that I can do this? So I kind of want to do this on the first turn because it just seems very impactful against this type of enemy. It's just insane to not go for it. And it's a boss scenario, so I can be a bit more aggressive in my card burning early. I'd feel pretty comfortable about being more aggressive. So we need the increase. I got the single increase. Don't seem to have the double increase. I can use Steam Armor to get me up to high. There isn't a card that I can bring in, is there? That I haven't used that gives me a double increase on the bottom half of a card? No, I mean, that feels very powerful, so I can kind of see why that isn't the case. Yeah. Yeah, it'd be too strong. I mean, I can set it up for the second round and hope we just don't get screwed on the first round, right? Let's just hope that we don't get super screwed. So probably want to use the bottom of Steam Armor to get increase. These guys have shield. I just want something reasonable to play here that doesn't decrease my stuff. I mean, I guess I could just play electrical discharge and stun one of them, right? They both summon. Maybe I should play this more. Maybe I should play this like a little bit more cautiously. The problem then is, though, is that I'll go into, like, a really minus kind of spot, right? Because I'll go up to here, then I'd end up down in low. And then on the next turn, I'll be in low, which means I can't really use power core, which kind of sucks. Because when you're in low, it's like, what do I do? Well, low, I really want to play my kind of tanking cards, which is okay, but doesn't really achieve really what I want. But I guess the thing is that there's a chance that either of them do it. Okay, well, whatever. We'll play to the power core. In which case, I should probably play. I'm not gonna play the bottom of bronze plating, couldn't I? If I could play another way of getting it up. No, I mean, I guess I could just play pressure build up, but it just feels weak. Let's go with bronze plating. Yeah, let's do that. Although that initiative doesn't really work, does it? Yeah, that initiative's not the best. Doesn't really fit in with everything else that we're doing. But that would give me the regenerate. Would give me a shield 1. Would allow me maybe to just chill. So honestly that, or I use Rocket Boots top to just attack something. Sorry if this is taking a long time, but I feel like this is a relatively important turn. No, I can do this, it's fine. In that case, then I may as well go late here. Sure. Okay, no summon. Pretty happy about that. So if we just go to here. So we're going to move 2. We'll actually only just move 1 here. There's no reason for me to move any more. And because we're in we'll go up to high pressure. We create fire. And then we'll play bronze plating. Actually, sorry, I should have played bronze plating first. Sorry, before I moved. Oh no, because then I can't move. Do I care about moving? Don't think I actually care about moving. But if I can't move, then I can't do this. Oh, I really messed that up, didn't I? That means I'm not going to get up into... That's fine. Whatever. We'll just do the shield one. I'm rusty. That's fine. We have the shield one. Unfortunately, then we don't get this trigger, which is a little bit annoying, but hey-ho. But we got shield 1 for the round. Okay. So now we're going to get attacked by the Savas Lava Flow. So it's going to attack both of us with poison and create fire. So first up, it will be disadvantage. Not disadvantage, sorry. -2. So that's no damage on the mosaic. That's cool. And then on this guy, it's going to be 1 damage, but the chainmail blocks the other one. So that's fine. But we do take poison. Which is fine because we're about to remove that with our heal anyway, so that's all good. Good. Then the Ice Storm is going to push everything at range 1. It doesn't have to do that. Then it's going to attack 3 at range 5 with Pierce 3, so it's just going to straight up attack our Drill, DeWalt. 0. I mean, he's got massive amounts of Pierce anyway. So it kind of sucks. I think we have to use this, don't we, anyway? But so we're going to take 3 damage. Oh, 4 damage because of the poison. Yikes. It's actually a pretty big first hit. All right, hammer time. Right, 1 with the mountain. 2 XP. We gain regenerate. But we're also just going to heal for 2. So that will remove this from DeWalt. It will remove these from him. And we have to regenerate now. And we create Earth. Good. Then we will take, what is it, 2 points of damage to get back Voice from Below at the end of the round using 1 with a mountain. All right. Cool. Good. So I think we're in a good place to do it now. So now I can do the oh no, I can't do the superheat. I've really screwed this up. Why am I doing everything that I'm doing? Why can't I work out how to use my character? This is the really frustrating thing with drill sometimes. Actually, no, this works. Oh, I can do it. I can do it. Phew. Okay, I didn't mess up too bad. I thought I messed up real bad. But this is like, I feel like drill is one of the more frustrating characters in this sense because you kind of like, you're trying to get to overpressure, right, to the red, because that's like where the most powerful kind of attacks and things are generally, and most powerful abilities are. But there are ones that are really good low, but you kind of have to spend like 2 turns doing it, and a lot of them, like, for example, this card is really frustrating, the super heat transfer, because it's like, it's great, it helps you go up or down, so very versatile, but it's a little bit frustrating because it minuses that movement, so it's now only 1 move, and now I'm really, you know, judging my decision on the winged shoes. I'm like, did I really need to get winged shoes? Should I have not just got something that gives me an extra point of move? Because really, an extra point of move would be amazing right now in certain times. So, but it's okay. We've got the fire up, so I can use the bottom of pressure build up instead. But if we didn't have the fire up, it would have been more of a problem. Hopefully, 20 initiative is going to be early enough to get it done. Should do against the summon turns at least. Now the question is, can we get some brittle action going before we do this? Because it's going to be a pretty big attack. And I think we probably can. So I could use Draw of the Bedrock here to try and get it up on the... well, either or really, isn't it? So we have that. That's a good option. Yeah, and then we could just use Shard Launch to maybe get in there as well. I like this. All right, 10. All right, well, there's the summon. So the Ice Storm is the more annoying right now. But that's fine, because I think that's the guy I was going to target anyway. So first things first, we'll use Shard Launch bottom. So we'll do a move 3. Get ourselves towards the door. And we will immobilize and do 1 damage to this fella. Then we're going to use Jaw of the Bedrock. So we're going to do an attack of 2, and we're going to consume the earth to add brittle. So we'll just do an attack of 2. So there's 2 damage, 1, 2, and brittle, which gets us an XP as well. Remember them XP gains. We also have shield 1, but it's probably not going to matter too much for the purposes of this. All right, all done. Oh, and we should have... Did we heal from the regenerate? We can probably pretty easily work it out, right? Probably not. 12. We started on 14. We took a point of damage to wound. We took 2 damage. Yeah, we lost 3. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, we lost 3. That should be correct now. All right. Hammer time. So we'll use the bottom of pressure build-up. So we're going to move for 3. And we're going to consume the fire to increase our pressure to over. Then we're going to do Power Core, baby. So we're going to do an attack 4. And because we are in over, it's going to be a 2 target with wound. So we'll do on the lava flow first, considering that it's first in initiative order. So let's attack the lava flow. +1. That's going to be 5 damage. Wound and stun. Then we're going to do the same again on the Ice Storm. Okay, so it's +0. And then we can increase or decrease pressure. Now we're going to be doing a decrease anyway. Which I think is actually probably where we want to be anyway. So I probably won't take that this time. Okay, so that was an attack of 4. With the brittle, that's going to be 8. 8. And it will add the wound, which is great, because that basically kills this character right now because of the stun and the wound. Basically, Savas Ice Storm is dead. We can forget about that. We take a point of damage from the card, because it's very strong, but we gain 2 XP process of playing that. And that is burned. That is out of the game. And we need to drop down 1 level of pressure as well, down to high pressure. Nice. I mean, I felt like that was a pretty, it's a pretty effective one, right? We prevent the summon. You know, this guy's not doing a summon, but it would have been a little bit annoying, I guess, a bit frustrating maybe. You know, it's just damage you don't want to take. I think the lava flow can also summon, right? They have +1 health. I gave them +1 health. At the beginning, I upped their number. I mean, I did. I definitely clicked on their portrait and added +1 to their numbers. So I'm pretty confident of that. Yeah, 12. This guy had 13. Same, this is another 12, right? Yeah. I think I did it. I will have to, you're right though, I will have to remind myself to manually add it every time we spawn an enemy. Because otherwise it just won't get added. Alright, so Lava Flow's turn, doesn't do anything, takes a point of damage from its wound. This guy doesn't do anything, takes a point of damage from his wound. Nice. End of the round. I think I'm just gonna get Shard Launch back, to be honest, because we kind of got the Brittle down, which is what we wanted to do. You know, we kind of did the bit. So I think we'll get Shard Launch back. So that's a level X, so it's 2 damage. Quite nice to have another move 3, so we can kind of continue to move on through the scenario. All right. So now we really just need to focus then on, we've got over on the other guy. So we can use Electrical Discharge here, which will give us an attack 3 with stun, and it will move us down twice, which is pretty interesting. And I can actually use the Giant Sword if I wanted to here. Because this will give me an attack 3, 4, 5. That's going to put me in low, which is kind of an interesting place to be. I've just realized I don't have any healing, which is maybe a little bit of a problem. But I like using Electrical Discharge. I could use this to then just kind of get... One, I will go down to low. Could do this just to get a move to like make ice. Or I could use the bottom of B-Max here to just kind of get a bit of a heal in. And then get myself back up. That might be better, actually, to be honest. Yeah, let's do that. I mean, I hope the 26 is good enough. It may not be. I think these guys are relatively slow, though. A heal would be kind of... would be a nice thing to do. Which I can do with Voice from Below, but it feels a bit... Kind of like not doing anything else. Well, actually, I guess I could use Shard Launch top, couldn't I? And try and get some ice as well. Yeah. It's not a bad idea. Kind of does double duty. Whoa, why did that flip? Devs! But that should not have flipped. Oh, sorry. He died, right, to the wound. Yes, it should have flipped. Sorry. I got confused for a second there. I was like, hang on. He's not alive. Of course, but he was technically alive at the beginning of his turn. Just for a brief fleeting second, it was alive, so it did need a card drawn. Alright, so Hammer, we're going to heal up for 1 from the regenerate. Then we are going to heal both ourselves, 1, 2, and our drill, 1, 2. Doesn't feel quite as bad. And then we'll use Shard Launch. It's really awkwardly went on 22 there, huh? With the poison too, that actually blows. I guess we could draw the disarm here, couldn't we? Big brain. You know, sometimes you just know, chat. Sometimes you just know. Alright, Crate Ice, disarm. Right, that's all good then. Perfect. He's gonna like, oh, I can't really, yeah, okay. Well, I just kind of sit there, I guess. Yeah, kind of do just sit there. So we'll use Electrical Discharge. So we'll do an attack of 2, and because we are in high, it's going to be an attack of 3 with stun. Oh, and I was going to use my giant sword, wasn't I? I mean, I don't feel like I need to now, to be honest, because with the stun, it's all good, right? He's on 3 health. I'm going to be attacking for 3 anyway. He has wound. Like, if I miss regardless if I play the giant sword or not. So I guess I don't use the giant sword. I mean, like, there's probably not going to be another opportunity to use it, like, before I rest, but sure. Feels a little bit unnecessary. There you go. So it's going to be 3 damage. Boom. Both these guys are dead. And we are going to shoot down to low pressure. Actually, that's probably better because now I can use my move, which I was thinking about using anyway. So now I'm in low pressure here. I can move onto the loot, which I will do. And all adjacent enemies suffer 1 damage. No, but we're in low, so we get heal 1, target all allies at range 1. So that would be a heal here. And we would get an XP. And we would raise ourselves back up to regular. Nice. I feel like that's a pretty clean room, guys. I felt like that was a pretty clean room, you know, to deal with some of these enemies, pretty rough enemies.
Please to support the channel.
Hey, Lothar, how's it going, buddy? Hope you're doing awesome, dude. Thank you so much for the 28 months. How's it going, man? Are you thinking about going to PAX? That's like soon, right? Should be in like a week or so? Maybe it's even this week. Give me the loot. 1 hide. All right, next round. Opening some doors. You're looking into it yesterday, December 1st weekend. Nice. Very cool. I was tempted to go, but it's so expensive for me. I think like I might save my money this year and I might try and go to like Gen Con next year. I'd love to go to like one, you know, like the biggest US show, because then I've kind of done the biggest European show, the biggest UK, and then I've done like the biggest US, and I feel like I'd be really happy then. Like I've kind of done all of them. So yeah, going to Gen Con would be kind of cool. Or maybe Origins instead. I don't know. I feel like Gen Con's probably the one though. With Gen Con though, I'd have to make sure that I keep on top of it, right? Because you need to like book a room like nearly a whole year in advance or something. It's pretty crazy. You need to get it allocated through the whatever it is, like the booking system. Should be coming on Steph LeFair's dime, well, alas. Unfortunately not. To be honest, it's kind of nice going to a convention without that. Like if I go on my own, you know, if I go on my own dime, then it's like I'm like a free man. I can kind of do whatever I like, whenever I like. Because I feel like the only thing with PAX was it was a lot of fun working with Adax and doing the booth and helping with the booth. But as someone who like, I also do that as part of my day job. Like I'm quite used to being on a booth because I do it, you know, many times a year for my day job. So I kind of like felt myself like slipping into like work kind of like exhibition mode, and it's like it's a different experience. Like if you're kind of working the show, it's a different experience to if you're just like there to enjoy it. And I feel like with Gen Con, if I stayed at the hotel, you know, we can arrange like to meet up with a lot of you guys. Like more of you guys will probably be there, and we can like just play games and enjoy the time there with like very low pressure, which would be ideal, I think. But as soon as you go, like if someone else brings you over, you know, there's like a minimum amount of stuff you need to do. And sometimes it works out well, but other times it can be, yeah, like it can really tire you out. You know? Having to be on your feet, talking to people, you know, for 5 or 6 hours each day. So it's tiring, man. Really tiring. But you know, I've been to, you know, Steph LeFair. I'd be more interested if Steph LeFair would like, hey, do you want to like hang out at UK Games Expo? Like something for that for me would be probably better. I'd rather that they were like, yeah, we're going to exhibit at UK Games Expo. Like, do you want to come? Because then it's like, yeah, it's like an hour and a half by car from where I live. So I can just like go straight up to UK Games Expo. It's very cheap. It wouldn't cost them a lot of money, like for me to go up. And I've done that show so many times. I just know the facility really well. I do so many shows there. I often joke that I spend more time in Birmingham than I do like anywhere else in the UK, just because of the NEC. So for me, like doing like a UK show would make more sense, because it's like, come and help us do a UK show. It's like, yeah, it's my backyard. I got all my local knowledge. I feel like I'd be really helpful, you know. Playing with MQ and Nits, blow your minds. I have to check in on Nits actually. It's been a while since I think he's been working pretty hard on Rove. I think a lot of the guys have been working pretty hard on Rove. Because he like smashed Frosthaven in something crazy, right? I think he played it in like 3 weeks or something. 2 or 3 weeks. He just played through. He was playing like 5 scenarios a day or something. Some insane amount. And he was playing 4-handed as well. The guy's just a madman. To play this game like that. And to not be like... I mean, I think he said at the end of it he was pretty burned out by the end. But, you know, he still had a really fun time playing the game. And that to me was just crazy. I've not Like I can do that level of engagement with a video game every now and again, but I still like the next day. It's often like I will need like at least a day or something in there to break it up, like just to like rest my eyes, rest my mind a little bit. I still need a bit of time for that. Any update on his game? He's played on Case about one Rove. I mean, he was working on Rove with with Motti, who did Crimson Scales. I don't know. I asked them. I occasionally like message the guys. I've still got a copy of the version that I got at last year at PAX. But as far as I'm aware, the game has completely changed from that now. I think like I think that the I don't know if this is a problem or not, but I could foresee it being a bit of a problem now, is that they went for the like double-sided cards was their thing. So you didn't get rid of cards, but you played your cards and you flipped them over. And on the other side, they had a different ability. So the combos came from, you know, which cards do you flip in what order? And then once you play a certain ability, it like, you also have resources. So you can like generate kind of like elements, but you sort of generate different resources and when to spend them. And you have points to spend on them and stuff like that. So there was a real economy of how you flip your cards. Now the double-sided cards thing has since now been done in Gloomhaven Button and Bugs, which was we weren't aware of at the time. And obviously I think there was some inspiration from Gloomhaven potentially that Motti was taking there. I don't know. I mean, double-sided cards isn't a massive new revelation, but I have to wonder if perhaps the unveiling of Buttons and Bugs might have like said, oh, you know, we need to maybe work on the game and make other things a bit more distinct or different, because that mechanism of flipping the cards is very similar to Buttons and Bugs now, whereas, you know, before it was not so much. So I don't know. I know that it was going through a major rehaul, but Motti, like the game itself was looking really good. It was a lot of fun to play. So I kind of just hope that I hope that it comes out at some point. I really do. But they're still I still see them testing and stuff. I see in the Discord like they're meeting up, they're playtesting, they're doing things. I just haven't heard anything officially for a while. But I can see that in our like there's a small Discord with some testers in there, and like I'm in there, Alice is in there, Rage. So there's a few like people in there who are obviously kind of involved in it and interested in it. So they're still playtesting, still doing stuff. I would think that I know that they wanted to stay really, really clear from the Gloomhaven, the Festival of Gloomhaven. They wanted to stay well shot of it, because they just felt like it was too much, like it was just, you know, there's similarities to the style of game of to Gloomhaven, like campaign game, but also like very aware that it was going to be a big spendy project that was going to ask people to commit quite a lot of money. So I think, you know, not just them, I think a lot of people stayed away from that window. And then when you get into like this period of time, you have kind of like conventions. So now's the kind of time where traditionally Kickstarters are being delivered, not necessarily being new ones starting, right? Because people have also got their eye on Christmas, thinking, well, Christmas is coming up, you know, maybe I shouldn't be spending lots of money on Kickstarter, I'm saving for the Christmas period. So I think that they'll probably, you know, if I was a gambling man, I would say they'd probably try and shoot for, you know, delay it by a full year and probably shoot for spring next year. That would be the smarter thing to do right now. But I don't know for sure, but that would be the smart thing to do, I guess. Cool. Well, we've got to decide what we're going to do now, because we cleared that room pretty quick. Now, we could long rest. You know, that would be a sensible thing to do. Did I not get a card back at the end of that round? I don't think I did I? No. I played these two. I have Ice Up, which is very, very good for Frozen Over. Do we get Voice from Below back because the heal is just too good? feels kind of too good. Shard launch, though, could be a relative freebie. But a little bit of heal to help DeWalt out could be nice. DeWalt's got one more turn before a rest, and considering we are where we are, I am probably just using Ancient Drill, and then that's it. Probably attacking for like 3 with Pierce 1 on Ancient Drill, and that's about it. I'll play maybe Rocket Boots top. But it's very minimal that I can do it. Let's pay 2, and we'll get back Voice from Below. Voice from Below. Yeah, that allows us to do a couple of nice big heals. Okay, so for this round then, I guess we're going to go super late, and we'll just do something like this, because it kind of just gives us the nice flexibility on drill. Hammer time. I would love to play Frozen Over and try and get a really nice one here. Could play Cold Boulder. I mean, 4 movement is not a huge amount though, is it? 1, 2, 3. I mean, I guess it gets us into the middle-ish of the room. Which means that as long as they don't, like, they're not jerks and put them all on the edges, we should hopefully be able to hit 1 or 2 things. And we get the ward up, which is quite nice. Just don't be a jerk. Alrighty then. Move 4. 1, 2. Ba-ba, ba-ba-ba-ba. Open. Right, I think we need to do a thing. 79.3. Alright, here we go.
The next room holds several more cages filled with lurkers. As you start to walk through the room, the cage doors swing open. The screeching noise swells as they skitter out toward you.
Ooh. Crab people. Crab people. Was that 79.3? Ah, they kind of did put one guy in the corner. I think we can get one guy though. Little annoying. Just realized it's on the wrong camera angle. Not too bad. Only 2 enemies, 2 regulars for us, 2 player. Already got off quite lightly there. Ba-ba. Where are you, crabs? Did I not get them out of the box? No, I don't believe it. Oh. No, I did get it out of the box. Pew, pew. Boom, boom. I think that's right. Yeah. What numbers do we got? 3 and 4. Okay. So, we've got 2 more movement left, haven't we? Well, I mean, the way that they're spread out, we wouldn't be able to get them both anyway, I guess. Right, time for the Frozen Over. So we are going to create 2 1-hex icy terrain tiles in adjacent featureless hexes. Boop, boop, Whoop. Ta-da. Consume the ice. Enemies in those hexes gain brittle. So number 3, you are now brittle. And we gain ward. Oh, I did gain that health, did I, at the beginning of my turn? Gotta watch that. Gain ward. Alright. Lurker Claw Crusher turn then. Well, that's a pretty nice thing for them to do. So they're just going to attack me for 1. One of them is going to attack me for 1. And immobilize, which is fine. Don't care about that at all. I don't think I'm going to be moving much anyway. So that's 0. So yeah, with the ward, does no damage. It's all good. Creates earth. And they don't move or anything, but I am immobilized, so we'll put that on there. And they have shield 3, which is a little bit annoying. We do have ancient drill though, so we can like do a little bit of damage maybe. Got, you know, we have to draw well, but we've got something here. So I think we could use rocket boots here to move. What am I in? I'm just in regular, aren't I? Yeah, no extra bonuses from rocket boots. That's fine. 1, 2, 3. I'll just kind of... Actually, where am I? Here, right? 1, 2, 3. May as well. Wow, do I though? Actually, do I? Because then I remove the brittle. Not so smart. Because the guy's got shield 3 anyway, and I'm going to attack him for like 3... I'm basically attacking for 1. It's a really bad attack to make against a brittled enemy, isn't it? It's really bad. I guess maybe then I just use the bottom of Ancient Drill. I just do like a ranged attack on the other guy just to create fire and... Oh no, it's a melee. Well, I guess I don't do anything then. I probably just chill. I think I'm long resting next turn anyway, so it's probably better for me to just kind of chill out of the way anyway. I mean, I guess there is a target 2 there and there. That's fine. We won't worry about it. But I think I do need to long rest next turn. I'm hoping that I kind of almost one-shot this guy, though. All right, end of the round, we will... Actually, maybe I should have used my Major Stam at some point. Not yet. I think I've got a pretty good turn anyway. I guess I'll get Cold Boulder back, sure. That wood should be gone. Okay, so we know we're long resting here. Gonna have to long rest to just ensure that I don't stupidly die. But we've got a really nice encased punch here. So we're going to attack for 4 with the brittle. That'll be 8. It's pretty good. It doesn't kill him. But, you know, it's something. Then I could take that earth away from them and just heal myself 4. It's a little bit greedy, but... potentially taking the earth away is a good thing here anyway. Sure. Let's do that. Okay. All right, so we're attacking then for 3, occupying icy terrain, so that's going to be 4. So 4. Let's see it. 5 doubled is 10. However, they do have shield 1. So unfortunately, that is 9. Oh, hang on. They should actually have 1 more health each too. I forgot to do that. So he's down to 2. Remove that. Oh, it's a good job I was going to use that earth then. Then I will heal myself up. I guess I should have got the 1 heal from the regenerate, and then we will consume this to gain an extra XP. Good. And then Encased Punch goes out here, because Encased Punch says, whenever you suffer damage this round, 1 adjacent enemy suffers 1 damage. So not too bad. So we're back up to full health. Right, Lurker Claw Crusher then. So number 3, I guess, is going to go first. They're going to try and do the target 2, so I guess it's going to go like 1, which would then shoot it off there. 2. Sure. No earth there now because I'll use it on my hammer. So attack 2, target 2. So on fist first of all. 0 plus this plus this. No damage. And then 2 damage then to the what? All right. So that's this guy's turn now. I guess he can't really do a target 2, right? So he's just going to jump onto this. Because there's no way that he can get to a target 2 with 2 movement. Because he would need to... I guess... Yeah, no, there's no way. Because he couldn't... He's not getting slide in any advantageous way. So he's just going to go to there. Which I guess is pretty good, because I can then hit him again. Which is going to be quite nice. So he's just going to attack our fist. For nothing. Nada. Zilch. Okay. Dwarf's going to heal up. Get all his charges back. Oh yeah, this should be gone. I should have had this gone for a while. It's fine. Haven't been using it. Crab hose. Yeah, Nimvex. The pinchy crabos. Okay. What card should we get rid of? What card should we get rid of? I mean, quite honestly, bronze plating is average, but I guess could give us some good boss hurting potential later on. It's relatively important. Pressure build-up's an interesting one. Was I supposed to create ice last round as well? I was, right? Because of Encased Punch? Yeah. Oh, also I should have done damage, sorry, because of this. I completely forgot. So... Oh, sure, I can just kill that guy, right? Number 3. Because he takes 1 point from his attack against me. And then the other guy attacks me, and then I can basically redirect it. That's great. Yeah. He's dead. I knew I played that for a reason. Nice. Very cool. Get rid of... No. Can't get rid of that. I guess you could make an argument for getting rid of rocket boots because, I mean, realistically, am I going to need that much movement? I mean, these kinds of like final boss rooms, I forgot to put the door down, but these kind of final boss rooms, generally speaking, tend to be very, hey, we put the boss at the back of the room. Everything else is in front. It's just classic, isn't it, really? And I guess Rocket Boots does get me there. Oh, I hate it. I'm going to get rid of pressure buildup, I think. I don't know. This seems really good, though, but I'll just get rid of it. Yeah. It's the thing with the drill. No good choices. No good choices. Okay. Good, we've done that. End of this round. We will get back. I mean, we'll get back in case punch, right? I mean, we've got to be. It's gonna do another attack 4. Feels like the kind of card that should have a an XP on it, but I guess it would be maybe a little bit too good if it did. I'm not doing very well for my battle gold here right now. I've got more loot. I haven't got any loot tokens yet. I guess I can try and play to the loot token in a minute. Let's go 19 here. Ooh. Not quite ready yet. Don't know why I did that. Guess it kind of makes sense to just use Ancient Drill. It's got 11 health, right? Ooh, Ancient Drill. Can I get my pressure up? I can. And then it would be considerably better. In fact, we'd have a great chance of killing him this turn if we do that. Can I do a move? Something? Get my pressure up. I can indeed. Yeah, okay. And then that works well with Super Heat Transfer next turn. Yeah, okay. We've got to play. We've got to play. I am going to be probably picking up the loot. I guess I could not pick up the loot to try and make sure the battle goal happens and just position myself. Yeah, that's probably better, actually. I want to let Fist get these 2 pieces of loot, which should be very easy to do. Okay, so we'll go for the bottom of Steam Armor. So it's going to be a move 2, 1, 2, which is going to... I am in green, so it's going to increase. Ooh. Up into high. And create fire. Well, technically at the end of my turn, but... so I don't forget. Then we're going to use Ancient Drill. And now because we are in this part here, we're going to get an XP. And we are going to attack for 4 with PS2. Four. So that's just a straight 4 damage. 2, 3, 4. And then we pressure down to regular again. Okay. Not too bad. I was kind of hoping for a bit of a better draw, but we don't have great attack modifiers right now, so I can't really complain at that.
51, guy feel old lol.
51 months or years? It was like years. Hey, Tweenie. How's it going, buddy? Welcome back, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a great week. So far. It's Monday, right? It feels like it's not a Monday to me. I don't know why. I'm feeling like today I've been feeling like I've got a bit of the winter flu coming on, you know? Just get that feeling. I'm like a little bit, my head's swimming a little bit. Just kind of get that. I've sort of had this kind of like passing headache today that like occasionally just to kind of get a little. I'm not feeling too bad, but I'm getting that sense that you know, a bout of winter flu is coming. Unfortunately, hopefully I'll. I mean, I'm usually pretty good. I usually don't get too sick. I'm quite good at not getting sick. I can usually ride it out. Weekend was great. Hope the week goes well too. Nice, dude. You weren't here for the start of the stream, but I destroyed my chair. This is my armrest. Unfortunately, it completely sheared off the left side of my thing on Friday night. So I've been nearly falling off my chair. Oops. Yeah, big oopsie. Big oopsie. Now, I have contacted Secret Lab about it, and they have said that, you know, they asked me to send them some more pictures, and they kind of asked me for an address to potentially send out a replacement. So hopefully they just go, cool, all good. Here's your replacement. You know, we'll replace it under warranty, which I hope will be the case. I think I've had the chair for maybe a couple of years now. So that would be good. If they tell me that I have to pay for it, I guess it's whatever, but I hope not. Because it's like, to me, like, it's not like I've done anything out of the ordinary. I just like this, like I'm doing with this one. Like, this is it. I don't feel like I put more strain or stress onto it in any way. And the good part of the chair is that it is like fairly modular. Like, you can just kind of like they just literally need to send me out the arm and with the rest on it, and it's all done. Hopefully they won't give me an issue. Yeah, hopefully not. I mean, the guy seemed like, I mean, he immediately asked me for some photos and an address. So I was like, okay, that's probably a good sign. You know, if they were thinking like, you know, because he had my serial number and everything, so presumably he's like run it and gone like, yeah, okay, like this would be something that, or maybe it's an issue that they're aware of, so they're kind of like, yeah, we know it's an issue. So, with particularly the chair. That's all I did with yours when you arrived with the issue. Yeah, I will say that I have had more issues with this chair than I have had with any other chair, but I haven't really had many nice chairs. So, like, for example, like if I've had like kind of just random old office chairs for the longest time, and you know, when they died, you know. I wasn't really like that fussed about it, but obviously when you buy something like this was like a special expense, so I was like, this has got to be right. So when I have had issues, I have spoken to them, and they've been good. So they only questioned me one time, and it may have just been the representative that I had was a bit funny. You know, they did replace the handrests for me for free, so that was fine. But a little bit like, okay. They kind of pushed back on me a little bit, but begrudgingly accepted and kind of gave me it. But they have been pretty good, I would say. So I got no reason to believe they won't sort out. Cool, so we're going to do this attack. Boom. And -1. Not the 1, really. So it's going to be 4, -1, 3, but with the shield, unfortunately, that's now going to go down to 2. Not really what we were looking for, Chief. I I guess I could well, I mean, I remade the ice, right? So I guess I could consume the ice just to kind of get an extra XP here. It's probably a good idea because I kind of consumed and remade it. And then I'll just jump on this loot. Gives me some options to heal and what have you. So we'll jump on that loot. Coins. Coins are good. Coins are what we want. I should have healed from my regenerate as well. Okay. Attack 0, all adjacent enemies. Blip. That is going to happen. We do have shields though, right? Yeah, we have some shields, so hopefully we'll be okay. Poison's a little bit annoying though. So, no damage there. 1 damage, no damage to both, but both end up getting poison. And a Secret Earth as well. Okay. Alrighty then. Whenever I suffer damage this round, I did not technically suffer damage. So that wouldn't have done any damage back. Technically, no, I did not. I guess I could, in theory, not dismiss this. What's the ordering of this? Either before or after discarding all active round bonuses. So do I want Cold Boulder or Encased Punchback? That's an interesting question. I probably want Encased Punchback. Because I'm probably just going to use Voice from Below to heal. And Cold Boulder is just really not a very good attack on this guy. Yeah, okay. So we'll just take that back. It's fine. Finally going to be on our long rest after this round with our hammer. Finally. You've loved your chair, Oron? Yeah, I've really enjoyed my chair too. Apart from I will say that I've thrown away the pillow pretty much. I don't like to use the pillow anymore. It just kept whenever I'd lean back, it would ping off the back. I think that's maybe just because the elastic over time has kind of gotten a bit worn. So I don't use that pillow anymore. I don't generally find myself with my head back against it anyway. This is a weird position to me. To have my head on the pillow anyway. I generally kind of lean slightly further forward. It's probably bad posture on my part. I've got top of my back's a bit rounded. So it's very rare for me to be like this. So I ended up not really using the cushion very much, but. So do we want to, when we've got fire up, which is pretty cool, I could consider trying to run in a little bit here. I mean, I don't know, maybe a bit risky, but it kind of makes sense to me to open the door here and just kind of, figure out what's going on. What is going on? I could go straight up as well to super hot, which could be kind of interesting here. But then would it not be better to just chill and go for the boss? Kind of would be. Nah. Should we risk it for a biscuit? See what's going on. I mean, then I could do a move 6 with rocket boots. I can get wherever I want, and then on the next turn I can just start wailing on the guy. Just seems like a really good move. Let's do it. Yours a new one with the magnets. You like it, but it depends. Oh yeah, mine's elastic. So you get the computer, you're not using it, but if you lean back to watch TV, you do, man. Yeah, I don't like generally do that. I've been thinking about changing my entire office setup though in here. I have been thinking about it. Like I feel like I wanted to employ the new Elgato have released a new piece of kit, which is like at first I thought it was a gimmick, but it's basically a teleprompter. But it's a mount where you can put your camera, kind of like it attaches to your camera, and then it's got like a teleprompt screen on it, and you can put like, you know, you can use like a teleprompter like for script notes. You can use it for Twitch chat, so you guys would be like literally front and center. So when I'm talking to you, I'm not having to like at the moment, because it's like I have to look off to the other monitor where I mean I have a phone for this, but I have to look somewhere else to check chat. Whereas like you guys would be like front and center, and I could see you all the time, so you wouldn't miss anything in chat. And also, you know, it feels like we're talking directly with each other, which is really cool. So I've been thinking about maybe getting one of those and changing my room setup, because it wouldn't work with how my current room is set up very well. And basically shifting my desk to this side of the room so that my backdrop would be my games a lot more prominently. At the moment they're like kind of, but not fully. So it would be more of a case of like kind of putting my desk like in this kind of area and then facing the camera that way. And then I would have you guys, like I would be like dead center in front. But then that would mean that my desk would be kind of like in front of the window, which is generally not great for acoustics. So having my desk in this corner is nice because I can, you know, soundproof it a little bit more. But having it like there, I would probably need to actually replace my blinds with maybe a curtain to try and deaden the sound a little bit, because you don't want to be speaking directly at glass. Even with blinds there, blinds aren't going to do that much. Like it's just not good for acoustics. So yeah, I've been thinking about it. Then if I do that, then I would probably be a little bit more likely to lean back if I get like that. And I was thinking about getting a third monitor as well. Then I would have like 3 monitors and you guys on the teleprompter. It feels like a very like, maybe I'll have a look at Black Friday sales and stuff and have a think. And maybe I'll watch this space. Maybe I'll end up doing it. It would make the streaming setup probably a little bit better as well, because again, instead of you guys looking at my desktop, I would shift the Frosthaven's tabletop setup to be like this, which means then again, I would be talking to you guys would be there, and you'd have, everything would be in the background. So you'd have all of my games and everything as the backdrop, which would be much nicer again. So I just feel like it's a nice, it would make a lot more sense for the positioning of this room. Right, encased punch. Get punched. Oops. Oh, did I not draw? I did not draw. Oh, you. All right, well, that kind of puts a bit of a kibosh on the. That puts a massive kibosh on the move from our drill. Our drill can no longer just run in. Well, it is what it is, and that shield is really frustrating. Okay. Nothing and +2, so that's going to be 1 plus the poison, 2 damage to the hammer. And was it a +2? So it's going to be... Oh, that's actually really brutal. It's 4 damage. Oh, hang on. 3 damage. Not cool, man. Not cool. And now has shield 3. Joy of joys. Well, we'll do encased punch, I guess. We'll get to remove that from the regenerate. Right, so 4 damage. But with the shield, so it's only going to be 1. Man. Then I guess I can heal with voice from below. I guess that was the kind of plan here, was to heal. That removes the poison, but to be honest, the damage is already done. I can no longer charge in. So that kind of blows. Dang, that actually was really, really annoying. So super heat transfer. So we do an attack 1. We're going to consume the fire to add wound. Because this guy is a jackass and a jerk. And that is going to... We are currently in... OK? Green. A-OK pressure. So we're going to go up 2 lots of pressure. Boom, boom. And we'll do a little attacker 1. Does no damage, but does add the wound. And then unfortunately our second card was Rocket Boots, which you can now no longer play, because we are also immobilized, right? We were supposed to be immobilized here, yeah. No point applying it, because we're just literally losing it now. End of round then. I don't think I get anything back. I think I go for the long rest. Yeah, we go for the long rest. I could have used, I guess, my major stamina potion there. I guess, well, I can use the Amulet of Life to heal whatever, right? Well, that does kind of blow a little bit, because now it means that we're not really getting to do exactly what we wanted to do. Oh. I'm going to probably have to long rest on drill. Maybe not. Maybe I can just short rest this next one. 7 life, though. That's rough. But I'm about to go very much down. Oh, maybe I should long rest, because then I can increase my thing again. Yeah, that might be good, actually. I could use the bottom of B-Max here to just do a damage to him. Get an XP, drop it down. And then just use electrical discharge to just try and get the... That would put me into low. Which then I guess I could, in long rest, I could bring myself up again, couldn't I? Yeah, okay. This is what happened before I threw the chair across the room and broke the arm. Yeah. Don't cross me, Frosthaven. Don't cross me. Okay, well... I guess that's something. I mean, I'll move... There's no point. We'll do 1 damage. And then we move down 1. Probably would have been nice to do the heal there, really. And then we'll use electrical discharge to attack for 3. 4 with the shield. It's good enough. And that moves us down. So we are now in low. And only 1 card in hand. So we ended up having to spend an entire rest cycle in there, which was really weird, actually. Burning that early card may come back to bite me. I don't know. I hope not. But it might. Big heals. Pew pew. Now, what is the card to get rid of here? Probably want a little bit of movement just to try and get myself, in there. Probably want Encased Punch. Probably want Voice from Below for the heal. What for the move, maybe. Frost Eruption's kind of like interesting for the heal too. Bit of attack. Again, this is the problem with these characters. Every card is great. I guess you would say that I probably don't need Cold Boulder and Encased Punch. Probably not. They're both like essentially move forwards because I'm using the ice for better things. And I think I'd rather keep the generator, right? It's either that or you get rid of Shard Launch. But immobilizing something and doing 1 damage is 1 damage. Yeah, I think I'll get rid of Cold Boulder. Just don't feel like there's many reasons for me to really play with that. Well, a long rest again. With an odd number of cards again. I don't know how I've managed that. Did I have an odd number of cards last time? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, because I burned 1. Yeah, that'll do it. So should I just pick up the loot and kind of chill? I actually kind of feel like that's the play here. It's just a bit disappointing. I mean, I should try and, I guess, make ice. That's difficult to me to do, though. I can't do that without attacking something, so that's kind of too hard to do. I kind of want to heal because we're going to go to 7, 8, 9, 10. I'll give myself to like 11 health on DeWalt. That's probably okay. Like, it's probably within a serviceable range. That would mean leaving that piece of loot token there. I can probably heal him later, can't I? I just get this back, right? I just do it and then we get it back and then we go in. It's just a good idea for me to probably it's a good idea for me to get the loot, really. Guess this because I'm probably not going to use it. It's kind of a boring turn, but it kind of gets stuff done, I guess. So we'll do the top. We'll do a loot 1. Create Earth. Yada, yada, yada. Oh, sorry. No, I don't do that. I do a heal. I do a heal too on everyone. I don't do that. Oh, actually, I suppose I could do the heal 5, couldn't I, on this guy? Actually, having said that, maybe I do get the loot, because then I just use the corrupted scroll on the drill, right? And he gets poisoned, but that's fine, because he's on his long rest. Yeah, this is all good. Let's do that. Let's do that. So we will get the loot, because this way we don't lose loot on the table, and we're using our items. I mean, I'm probably not going to need this corrupted scroll. This is the best time I'm ever going to get to use it. So we heal him for 5, but it poisons. But that's fine, because we're going to be healing it off. So we're all good. And then, you know, that can basically just be like a move too, and I'll just move 1 step closer to the door, just to kind of give myself a bit of breathing room. And we get some loot. Everybody's happy. I mean, it would be nice to get more than 1 coin, but coins are kind of the game right now for us, because we need money to be able to build our new buildings that we got. And enchantments as well. Why did it take health off me? This is what annoys me sometimes with this app. I'm like, is it doing everything it should be doing? I was poisoned and for some reason it took the health off. No, just remove the poison. It's fine. Please. Oh, I'm going to choose to put myself into regular, I think. Oh, I don't know, actually. Maybe I shouldn't. Oh, maybe I shouldn't. Because then we can do like electrical discharge bottom. And then I can like kind of super jack it up anyway. Oh, actually, I like that a lot. Might need rocket boots. Might need ancient drill. Oh, bronze plating. See you later. Bronze plating. Hate it. Oh, actually, I can't get rid of bronze plating because it's in my hand, right? Shoot. Yeah, I can't. You hate to see it. Oh my god. Steam armor. Oh, but it's so good at getting the pressure up. Oh, are any of these guys going to have shield? Yeah, there's a good chance of it. Is B-Max actually that good? Probably not. Maybe good. Rocket boots, yeah. I guess I can get rid of rocket boots because I've got other moves. Ugh. Blech. Blech. Decisions on these characters, hate them. Right, we're gonna take 2 points of damage and we will bring back voice from below. Because we want them things. Right, door opening time. Now I can probably... Could be a good time to use bronze plating. Because I could run in, I could shield up, I would get the regenerate on myself, 1 XP, I'll be the stun. Not a bad time. Not a bad time at all. That's why this game's made for 1 character per person. Yeah, true. I felt like these 2 characters are actually pretty, like they work quite well, like complementary wise. But I definitely know that it's just by nature, playing 2 characters at the same time, I'm missing out on the, you know, like the min-max approach. Although I do like the way that Drill, more so than Fist. Fist is much easier to play than Drill, I will say. Because Fist doesn't really punish you too much. It's kind of like, yeah, you do the good thing, you pay, you get the card back. It's fine. Do it again if you want, don't do it again. You're never really like out of it. Like you can always kind of find something good to do on a turn, as long as you keep your elements flowing around and you don't completely negate them and neglect them, you'll be fine. Whereas it feels like with Drill, it's like you get 1 or 2 chances per round at overpressure in the red pressure gauge. So you have to kind of make sure that you min-max that you get the best possible thing out of that. Because you can lock yourself out of your character by just being like, oh, I no longer have guaranteed ways of increasing or decreasing my pressure as I need. So then you're like, oh, well, my character's going to be subpar for a while now. And that's like, it's like, I would imagine it'd be the same with the Geminate in a way. Whereas with the Geminate, you kind of realize maybe a bit too late, oh, I shouldn't have burned that card, or oh, I'm in the wrong mode and I can't swap, or, you know, like there's like that penny drop moment where you kind of go, ah, yeah, I can't do what I want to do anymore. Yes, if you mess up with your shift cards, exactly. Like it's that kind of thing, which is a bit punishing, which is why I feel like these characters are like hard. I don't think they're necessarily like, you can see how the mechanism works, but they're hard in the sense that if you mess up, you're probably gonna have a pretty miserable time. You're just gonna have a lot of turns of getting very little XP and not doing very powerful actions. And that's unfortunately a bit of a curse. Yeah, Oran, for sure. You enjoyed Gemini, but it was definitely a challenge. Yeah, I haven't played it. I played it once, but that was at like an expo. It didn't really count. It was a very abridged version. This only punishes you if you mess up and take too much damage and have to lose cards or can't pull things back. Yeah, that's true. But I feel like, you know, you build out some nice tanking stuff, and it's not too bad. It's not too bad. But yeah. Let's do it. I mean, this to me seems like a fun thing. This could work really well. It may be absolute trash. Oh, I guess we're about to find out. All right. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to do a move 4. So I'll move this out of the way for a second, just as we do this. 1. Opening the room.
You enter the control room, filled with different gadgets that beep and click. The collector hums with energy as he speaks.
So much life wasted in your fruitless pursuit. But that is no matter, as you have brought your own juicy forms to me. I would have preferred not to get my own hands dirty, but your persistence just proves your hardiness.
So close to the collector, You take note of his fractured, decaying form. The rocks that form the Savas's body are cracked and crumbling, held up only by a shimmering aura of magical energy. It is both beautiful and hideous.
Ugh. Hey dudes, put it away. Your energy's showing. It's a family show. So it reminds you of the Arkham game where the Riddler was taunting you over the speakers. Yeah, it has kind of got that vibe, hasn't it? I mean, I can't help but not see the Marvel collector character. I mean, this guy's like completely different. Like, he's a standee. Pretty cool. But I can't, it's like some kind of like, yeah, it's like an exploding, decaying Savas thing. But I can't like, as soon as I hear the collector, I just think of, yeah, the Marvel character. And then this is very similar, isn't it, really? Very similar kind of concept. Whoa, 38. That would be technically 39. Because of hardy stock. And then we have a Savas Ice Storm. Who is... So he's rocking up there. And then we have a token. Ooh. What does this do? We got a token. Okay. Special rules. At the start of next round and each second round after that, spawn one normal Savas lava flow at A. It is normal for 2 characters, elite for each second spawning for 3 characters, or elite for 4 characters. Wow. So boss specials. Boss special 1, the collector performs a move +0, attack +1. Consume air to add +1 target. Consume fire to add wound. Consume ice to do disarm. That's brutal. We have to probably not make ice. Consume dark to add curse. Target all at range 1. I don't get that. Oh, curse targets everyone at range 1. Create wind, fire, earth, light. Special 2 is a move +1, attack +0, air. Consume air to get an additional target. Consume fire to add wound. Consume earth to do a character to heal yourself, character level, I guess. So it'll be like 2. Shield for light. Then create the other elements. Okay, so it's basically like not good. Basically, this ain't good, Chief. We need to kill him quick. Because we're going to be spawning more lava flows. Yeah, we need to kill him quick. What's he immune to? Not immune to wound. Not immune to brittle. That could be a bit of a winner. Only problem is we do not have much movement here. So we moved on there for 1, right? That was 1. 2, 3, 4, or 2, 3, 4. I mean, it's kind of irrelevant, isn't it? Can't stun, but can at least do this. Gain an XP and Regen. And I guess if we can get him next to me, then we can do the giant sword, major frenzy potion. I guess I've used bronze plating now, which would have been the other thing to really do, but sure. I guess that gives us some options. So he's going to move 5. Do I want him there? Do I need to be slightly cleverer here with my movement? How much move do I have here? I have 4, right? Yeah, I guess I should be a bit cleverer with my movement, right? Maybe I should have just gone here. Then that's going to bring him to here, which is better, I think. So he's just going to do an attack 4 here. Jesus Christ. What a move. Got a shield. It's a 3. And he's going to heal. But that's fine, he hasn't done any damage. So we're going to take 3. Sorry, 2. Because of that. That did put us up into regular, by the way. I should remember that. Okay. So he's done. He's done. Hammer time. Heal up to 1. Right, now we... Did he... Oh, he consumed the earth, though, didn't he? But what did he create? Come on, man. What did he create? Show me the card. Fire, ice, wind, dark. Fire, ice, wind, dark. I mean, he technically didn't need to heal. Are we saying that he's consumed the earth? I mean, like, I don't think he would have, right? He didn't need to heal, so I don't think he would have consumed the earth. Although, generally speaking, I think in digital that would have gone off. Rulebook. It's kind of important that earth is there. It's kind of a big deal for me right now. Importantly, we only need to kill him to win, guys. We don't need to kill anything else. So what am I looking for? I guess we're looking at... what do you call that? What do you even call that? Monsters and elements. I don't know. I think it probably still consumed it, unfortunately for me. I think, unfortunately for me, I think it still consumed it, didn't it? Even though it didn't need to heal. Yeah, I'm reading something similar, Derek, but it's not like the same. Heal abilities. The monster heals itself or an ally within the specified range. It always targets the monster within range that has the greatest difference between its current and maximum hit point value. This is heal self. The real question is basically, if an enemy plays a heal ability, but there is nothing to heal, does it still heal? I think the answer to that is yes, unfortunately for me. I'll play it like I would play it like in digital, and I'm pretty sure in digital they would just do it, like Gloomhaven digital that is. Pretty sure that they would just do it. And I think that's correct. Because like the monsters don't really know that they don't have heal. It's like as a player, I can, if I'm at maximum health as a player, I can still do a heal action. Because there may be some other benefit for doing it, like taking an element away, for example. So I would give the enemies the benefit of the doubt in that respect as well, and say, yeah, okay, they could probably do that too. Which absolutely sucks for me, because now I can't get that brittle on, which would have been sweet. All right, well, I mean, I guess we just rock up and we just hit him for 2, I guess. It kind of blows now, but I mean, what else can I do? I rock up and hit him for 2. I probably don't consume the ice because I could probably look to actually use that ice myself with Frozen Over next turn to get brittle up that way. And potentially just use my stamina potion to get draw the bedrock back. But now we're in a good position, right? We're in a good position, I guess. -1. So it's gonna be no damage. No damage to the fist there from you. Alright, then I guess... Well, I guess I could get Drawer of the Bedrock back with the Major Stam. And then I could pay the 2 life to get this back, right? I think I should be on 12. I don't think I healed at the beginning of my turn. Should be on an even number. Or maybe not. I don't think I gave myself the heal. You can ask your Discord real quick. Nah, it's fine. I'm pretty confident of that. I'll stick to that. I'm pretty confident in that. Like, to me, that's... sounds right, you know? Feels right. Suddenly gotten a bit tough. Well, let's hope that we can get the brittle up, huh? Do I short rest and just go for it on the next turn? And get bronze plating back? And just go +1 to all my melee attacks and literally just make 2 big melee attacks? That could be the play there, you know? Because then I'll go up to there. I'll be able to go... I can attack for 4. 8. I can attack for 10. With Brittle in play, probably. So I would do an attack of... a single attack of... 4... 5, 6, 7. So a single attack of 7, so with the Brittle, potential 14. $16 cards deep. That's a big swing. And we need to end this scenario quick. I'm doing it. Like, to me, like, this scenario is, yeah, we need to probably win in... What's he got, 37? Let's say 3 rounds. Let's say 3 rounds. 3 rounds would be good, I think. Okay. Electrical Discharge is gone now, though, which is a pretty good attack. Oh, the problem is the initiative does not work out well for this, though. No, it really doesn't. I mean, I guess I could go on 29. Ugh. But if the ice is not there... Oh, God. Risky for a biscuit? Okay, frozen over. Consume this. Gain us an XP. Ward. Brittle, baby. Not immune. Then we'll use Voice from Below and we'll heal everybody here for 2. Create Earth. Okay. Then we know we do draw the bedrock next turn. All good. Alright, please, for the love of God, don't miss, because this would absolutely suck. Was it attached to that specific ability? Yeah, I guess it was. Yeah, it was an attack and it had the thing, right? Yeah, I would say it was attached. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to play Bronze Plating Bottom. It's going to give us +1 to all of our melee attacks this round. Then we're going to play B-Max Top. So it's going to be 4, 5. We're going to use a giant sword to turn it into an attack 7. So we're attacking for 7. come on, dude. Really? Really? There's only like 2 bad cards in the deck. I mean, at least it didn't miss. Jesus. So it's going to be 5. Times 2 is 10. When doing 10 damage is disappointing. Gain 1 XP. Sorry, we were there. We were on high, weren't we? Because of this, yeah. So we dropped down to regular. We take a damage. Oh. What card did I get back last turn? Did I get a card back? Obviously not, I'm at full health. Oh no, I healed. Yeah, I got encased punch back. Yeah, we're good. Alright, then we'll use Major Frenzy Potion, I guess. To attack him for 4. This is where you find the ordering was wrong. Yeah. 5. That's where you figure it out. Alright, well he's going to step away because he wants to do range damage here, which kind of blows actually. -2 on fists, +1 there. So -2 plus the shield, so no damage to fists. And what was it? +1? 3, 4, 3. God, the watch just gets blown up, doesn't he? Poor guy. God damn. So fist +1. So there, so fist is going to be 3, 2, 1. So 1 damage to fist, but a poison. And then it was a 0, 1, 1 damage and a poison here. That's getting scary. I'd love to get that chest at the back of the room. At least he's not consuming the elements. But to be honest, I don't care about any of those elements though. Well, actually no, earth. I do need earth for next round. Yeah, that's fair. Oh, miss. So end of that round, what did I play? I played Frozen Over and Voice from Below. I guess I get Voice from Below back. Because I mean, I'm not getting a level 3 card back, right? I mean, I've got another way to apply Brittle this turn as long as he doesn't steal it away from me again. I mean, I can go pretty early. I can go on like 10 initiative to try and do that. We try our best. What am I in green? I mean, I can hit him. I can hit him for 4, I guess, with the brittle 8. It's not terrible. Again, like I just want to kill him in the next couple of rounds, right? That's it. I could be getting lucky here. Only 1 special so far. That's pretty good, I would say. Right, so we're gonna do shard launch. We'll go 1, 2, 3. It's not nice to be adjacent to these guys, right? All adjacent enemies. Summon a wind demon. Wind demon, wind demon. We'll do 1 damage to you, of course. Of course. Can't immobilize though. I presume we still do 1 damage there. I'm going to say we do. Even though we couldn't immobilize. He's immune. Because you can generally still try to apply the condition. Then we'll do Draw of the Bedrock. So we'll do an attack 2. 4. Nice. And add Brittle. Consuming that. Gaining us another XP. We currently just have Shield up, I guess. At this juncture, I might take the opportunity to just use my amulet. Why not? Feels good. Okay. Dualt's time to shine. So we're going to move to... Literally have to go there. Got no other choice. This will increase our pressure up to high and would make fire super strong. And then we have our ancient drill. So we're going to be attacking for 4 here. 1 XP. So we're attacking for 4. -1, so that's 3. With the brittle, that is 6. Disappointing. Disappointing, that's for sure. And that will drop our pressure down. Man, 2 bad draws on the brittle flips, huh? But I mean, like, we've still done a decent amount of damage, but it's just, yeah, a little bit frustrating when you... A little bit frustrating when you, you know, you set everything up and you have like a massive combo. Unless you just needed to draw a +1, or to be honest, even just +0 would have been fine. I would have been fine with that. That was like going to be 14 damage right there. I mean, you'll take that for sure. Looking forward to... I need some form of advantage, I think. To really make this combo pop. I need some, like, maybe Eagle Eye Goggles or something. Alright, so we've got some attacks coming out. So, ×2 on the Frozen Fists. So, I mean, that ward's gone. That poison's gone. We've got the ward. So, it would be 4. So, it actually only takes 2 because of the ward. And then it was a +0 here. So, yeah, we're taking the full brunt of it now. 3. Does consume that to add Retaliate. Just going to attack Fist for 4, I guess. Oh, hang on. Fist has another shield there. And that there. So it was no damage. Wow. Ward. OP. -1. So 3 with the shield 2. Summon a wind demon. Come on then. I was kind of hoping I wouldn't have to get any more standees out. Feels bad. I'll tell you what, the extra 1 health though on something like a wind demon does feel kind of bad. This hardy stock. It's a thing. Okay. So what do I want to do? Do I want to get one of those 2 cards back? I kind of do. He's on 11 health, which is... I probably don't need to brittle again. Brittle would guarantee it though. But I have no elements up to add the brittle. So it would be a case of kind of just going... It is what it is. I could create ice. But ice gets me the brittle for the following turn. So the question is, do I feel like I can do 11 damage in a single round of play and get the chest? That's the other thing. I need to get the chest, right? Probably. But we are at that turning point where if we don't win this round, we're going to get... I think we get another guy, don't we, now? So there's going to be another one of those flame things out. This is the round where, okay, we might be able to, like, tank one more round. But the following round, so if we don't kill the collector this round, are we scared? We're probably pretty scared. It is probably the scary part now. So what could I do? Well, I can attack for like 3 here. That's not great. A fist can attack for about 3. Well, not much more than that because there's no other conditions going on right now. So this really is going to be about 3. The most I could probably get an attack out is 4. So we're only looking at about 7 damage right now through our cards. There's not really much more I can do than that. 7 damage. It's going to be that. Then maybe through my other card effects, another 2 points of damage. So 8, 9. If I'm lucky, could maybe do about 9. Eight's probably feasible. So then we're looking at basically getting a +2 and a +1. The good thing is that he's not healing. Because there's no elements there for him to heal. So at least he's not healing next round. What if I was to play like a kind of like a pretty safe tank brittle round? Get brittle up, play some tanking cards. Maybe do like a bit of chip damage. Maybe play like 1 ability to do a bit of damage. That seems reasonable to me. A turn in which I do a little bit of damage just to try and get that number down to like a more manageable, like 9. 8, 9. Set up brittle for the next round. Maybe we get the chest this round. And then we can focus on killing the next round. But that would involve me short resting. Probably on both my characters. Which again is probably not that much of a problem. I could probably short rest. I'm a bit nervous about that wind, right? Because that could be a disarm. That wind can turn into a disarm. And I've got no way of... I mean, I can get out of the way of it, I suppose, but... Well, actually, no, I probably can't. So who cares about getting disarmed? Well, if my... To be fair, if the fist gets disarmed, it's no biggie. So what if I short rest on both my characters? I try to go a little bit earlier on drill to essentially distance myself from fist, allow fist to tank, and hopefully get some level of, well, get brittle up. That seems okay. It seems fine. We've got quite a lot of cards, but I don't want to lose my battle goals. Like, this feels like another good one. This just feels like a good scenario to, you know, get away with the win. Maybe not as much loot as you normally would otherwise, but get out with a win, get the chest, get your 2 battle goals done, get your challenge done. That's a big win, you know? Even if we do end up only getting a few small pieces of loot throughout the actual scenario. That's the one thing. And we didn't get that much XP either, but again, completed battle goals. To me, completed scenario, completed battle goals, and the chest. What more can you ask for? Draw of the bedrock. I think we're going to have to take a damage because that is the one. Such early initiative as well. To be fair, I could also just stack retaliate with this card. This round. Risky biscuits. Don't want to get caught with my hand in the cookie jar. Bronze plating, that's fine. That's fine. We don't need to play the... we shouldn't need the +1 attack buff. Quite low on cards now, only 4 cards on the drill. But we've got what we kind of need. So I'm creating ice for him, aren't I? Bit of a weird initiative to do that on, though, and I don't really love it, but... That is going to put me down into kind of weird... oh, I suppose I'm always going to be able to attack for 4 with B-Max, aren't I? So, yes, whatever. Then we play Frozen Over... Oh, I can't do that initiative, actually. I'm going to have to go earlier than 25. I'm gonna have to do the 17. It's a default attack 2. Oh yeah, shoot, gotta do one of these too. So many of them. These guys haven't summoned yet. Makes me wonder if they even do summon. Can't remember. I thought all of the lava flows summon something. I'm pretty sure he makes a flame demon. Pretty sure a little flame demon come out. So we're going 17. And we're going 20. This is so risky, dude, but whatever. We just try and see it out somehow without dying. We'll have ward up. Uh-oh. That is not good. That is not what you like to see. Holy moly. Okay, Wind Demon is an attack 1 at range 2. So he's going to attack with disadvantage. Guess that's fine. Miss. He's going to go invisible. That's fine. Don't care about you, sir. Special 2. Well, this is fine. It's just an attack 4, right? With no extras. That actually worked out kind of okay. That means that he doesn't steal any of my elements. So that's going to be 3. I mean, I don't get the shield, which is the most annoying thing here. Oh no, that's not good. He's going to heal the boss for... I mean, I guess it's fine. Because if he had healed off the brittle, it would have been way worse, right? But he's going to heal him for 2. Shoot. I mean, 13, 11. It's probably fine. They didn't create any elements, right? None of these guys created elements. Oh, this guy creates elements, right? This special creates elements. It's so stupid. Right? Fire, ice, wind and dark. Fire, ice, wind and dark. Now, interestingly, I can actually use the fire here with super heat transfer, but then I don't make the ice, which is kind of like the important thing. Oh, he's made the ice already for me. Oh. Winner. He definitely made the ice, right? I didn't misread that. I don't want to cheese. No, he made the ice for sure. Okay, well that works out. That works out really well. Okay, well we use super heat transfer then. We use super heat transfer top. So we'll go for an attack 1, consume the fire and add wound, because he is not immune to wound. Although, hang on, would that trigger... That's going to trigger the brittle, though. Not if we go early enough, which is kind of like what we need to do anyway. I guess we're playing to go early and kill him before that ever happens. Now would be a great time to draw the miss, I guess. Plus 1. And then we're going to go up, up. Oh, there's summoning earth demons. They do summon. I guess they might summon earth demons and flame demons. Would make sense. Then, honestly, I could just use the Bomber's Team Armor to do whatever, really, right? I mean, I may as well stay there, because we're blocking a summon here. We're blocking 1 summon. Feels good. I guess I can make the fire again, but is that a good idea? Probably not. Against this guy, do I really want to make more fire? I don't think so. We know what we need to do next turn. I mean, I'm probably going to have to short rest to get steam armor back. But I think we know what we're doing. Okay, so we're going to consume the ice. We're going to put this out. I could go and get the, I could maybe get the old treasure. I guess put it there because it makes it a bit easier to get the treasure. Because he's not gonna, if he tries to move away, he's gonna try and move to here, and I can't place it there anyway. Give me that XP. Give me that ward. Oh yeah, we played that, didn't we? Was the other card we played. Play voice from below, right? I think for the heal. I think that was right. So we should have healed up anyway. It's beginning of our turn. Do I go for the heal? I probably do go for the heal because it's like the safe play, right? I think we do go for the heal because it's the safe play. All right. So now we're in a nice, pretty commanding position. We're going to summon one demon, not the second one. Can't spawn. Okay. Bristle's already up on him. So as long as we go early enough now to hopefully get an attack in on that Brittle. He's got the wound. The wound was maybe a bit dodged because it really doesn't do a lot. Right, end of this round, do I want to pay some life to get a card back? I got Draw of the Bedrock, so I can kind of apply the Brittle again if push comes to shove. So I actually felt like I'm kind of okay. I can kind of chill. And if I need to apply the Brittle just before my my drill gets an attack, I can do that. So I honestly don't feel like I need to pay to get a card back right now. I'd much rather kind of, yeah, just sort of stay put. I guess if I get disarmed, that's a bit of a problem, but it is what it is. I'm going to have to, I think. I mean, I could go on 29, I suppose, and then go on 19, and then there's a 10 range gap there. What do the specials do? Like, in terms of, what's the... Is that 14, right? There's a 52, a 36, a 14. Pretty sure the other one's probably pretty quick as well. But I guess 2 damage from wound, then 1 other extra brittle attack is probably okay. There's a lot of elements up right now, though. So my concern will be that all of those elements will be gone. Alternatively, I could hit for 8 with Encased Punch on 10 initiative. Oh, what am I even thinking about? I should be doing that. That's 100% the play. That's a 10 initiative. It's an attack 8. And I could I can even bless and heal myself for a bunch beforehand if I need to. I can even get the old bless in there. Okay, if I'm doing that, then I need to look up how do I... Well, I use BMAX, right? Yeah, that gets me it. Okay. So I think I do short rest on Metal Mosaic just to get a card back. And I think I can go get the treasure chest. I think we take a point of damage and we get that back for 17. 5. Okay. I think we can do it, chat. I'm feeling pretty good about this. As long as we don't get massively screwed here, which I guess is everything's possible. He's trying. He's trying. He was. I'm glad I went for this play. Boy, am I glad I went for this play. Okay. Right. Oh, hang on. No, sorry, I got confused. He's not that one. Okay, we're good. He's all the way down here. He's on 85. This means that we can easily hit him a couple of times and hope that we get the win. Right, so we're going to use Encased Punch on him. So he is... this is going to be a 4 plus the Brill, so times 2 on the Brill. There's 4 to begin with. Let's see it. I mean, that's fine. I think that's probably fine, right? 4. So that's 8. Brill gone away. Would have been nice to get a little bit more there. So then I can play Draw of the Bedrock Bottom here to put Retaliate out. This will pretty much guarantee the kill. I think so. Consume the earth to immobilize. I don't know, what am I pulling? This guy in? Why not? We'll get an XP. Cool. I should have healed 1 from the regen. Okay. Ice Storm. So he's attacking me for a big old amount of damage, chat. A big old amount of damage. So it's going to be 2 plus the ice. There's an extra 4. That's 6. But he's going to be at disadvantage. And I do have ward. So it's going to be 5. Halved is rounded down, right? So it's going to be 2 damage. And we lose the ward. Now, Encased Punch says, whenever you suffer damage this round, 1 adjacent enemy suffers 1 damage. I will do that 1 damage to the Collector. Also, Retaliate 2 goes off, so he would take 2 Retaliate damage. Done. Do Waltz go? So I think we're just going to get the thing. I mean, I could hit the collector, I suppose, here. I may as well. I don't think I have any reason to not just use a default attack 2 here. Just to, you know, get it over the line if I need to. +1. So that's 3. Down he goes. Oh no, the collector, he did. I think it's at the end of the round, right? I mean, I didn't actually check that bit. At the end of the round. It usually always is, but we'll check in sometimes. And then we're going to use B-Max along with our amazing winged shoes. 1, 2, 3, 4. All adjacent enemies take 1 damage, so this guy's going to take a point of damage. We are going to gain an XP for that. We are going to drop down. But more importantly, get in the treasure chest. Yeah. Treasure number 6. Come on, baby. Papa needs a new bag. Gain opulent shoes. Ooh, item number 199. 199. I do love me some opulent shoes. Sorry. Opulent shoes. So this says, at the start of the scenario, consider yourself to be before your summons in initiative order when determining monster focusing for the remainder of the scenario. Ooh, baby. That is a sneaky, very good item for certain characters. Like, imagine if I had that on Hive. That would have been insane on Hive. Because a lot of the time I'm just trying to protect my turrets and they're constantly just getting hit. Bone Shaper would love that. Well, would Bone Shaper love it? Because isn't Bone Shaper's stick kind of like, you know, let them die and then you kind of... I don't know, maybe not, but I felt like isn't part of their kind of, you know, hallmark of skills, like... For the master... Oh, they've got a mastery, okay. But I was thinking... Banner Spear, also very good, right? Because you just kind of want that... you want your ally to just be not attacked and kind of just be there in the right place at the right time. And so you can just ensure that that happens for you. There's definitely a couple of characters this would work really well on. Obviously for my current party, absolute trash. So I will be selling it for 15 gold. But for others, really strong item. Really strong item. Cool. So I guess we should probably play the rest of this out or not bother. I don't know. I guess it might make a difference for whether or not I complete a battle goal here, so I should. So that's going to do 1 damage to Hammer here. And it's going to pull him in. Boop. And he's going to take some retaliate damage. Okay. Drops a good one. Yeah, does nothing. Ooh. Can they get me in a line here? 1, 2, 3. Oh, no, they won't be able to get me in a line. So I guess it's just going to go... Oh, there. Why not? Let's go attack for 2. That's 1. I guess I could have done damage with this too, right? Was that 2? 3. Yeah, take 2 retaliate damage, yada yada. Same deal, these guys. Whatever. Ding. 0. I guess I'll discard my thick-skinned. So once each scenario, when you would suffer damage, you may negate the damage. There you go. Done. Winner! Woo! Opulent shoes. Finished scenario. Success! We won! GG's! Let's listen to the outro, shall we?
The Collector wails terribly as its aura fades, causing its body to crumble to the floor, now nothing more than a heap of lifeless stone. You walk over to the main console and fiddle with the controls until you figure out how to open the rest of the cages. Nothing else should suffer from this monster's pursuits. When you return to Frosthaven, you meet up with the sister and her brothers who made it safely back. They are injured, but they will live and are very grateful for all your help.
Well, that's nice. Two morale. Yay! Just what I always wanted. Me and my maxed out morale track. I mean, inspiration. We get inspiration anyway if I'm completing it, don't we? We also did our challenge, which is nice. So that's cool. Challenge done. So that's an extra 2 XP for both of our characters as well. So we need to put that on. We're pretty close to leveling up. These guys are very close in XP gain. We should level up probably after the next scenario then. They're so grateful, give us money so we can build stuff. Yeah. I feel like one of the problems that Frosthaven has a little bit as a game is that because of the general nature of the game, being that players can experience a lot of it in different orders to each other, right? Depending on what events come up, whatever. There's a lot of like stuff that could be in a different order for you and your game compared to others. And it means that the rewards are always a little bit flat for stuff. Because, you know, they don't want to give you some incredible boost and be like, the game's now easy for you because maybe you got a super powerful item like 4 scenarios in. Whereas I feel like other games kind of don't care so much about that. Maybe it's a bit of a kind of like trying to be a quote unquote balanced game than like a traditional dungeon sort of crawling game or game where there's like the random RNG of pulling an amazing item out of a chest, right? That is just like, oh my lord, and like you feel way more powerful than you did before it. I feel like it's really like that power swinginess It just doesn't exist in Frosthaven. Like, there's opportunities in Gloomhaven where that happens. There's a few times in Gloomhaven where you get a certain item and you're like, holy cow. And there may well be that when we get to like the higher prosperity levels. I'm not saying that it's not here, but that way it's kind of like it's locked behind a door that cannot be opened until a certain time, no matter what you do. Whereas, yeah, it would be kind of nice to maybe occasionally have those like peaks and troughs a little bit more. Like, oh wow, we've kind of like found something really good. It just feels like, you know, the game has been balanced very well, which is good for giving a good level experience that's challenging. But it does mean that you're like, yeah, we did the cool quest line. What do we get? We got some morale and, you know, it's like, great. Yeah, I didn't have enough of that already. Just, yeah, like, would it be too bad to say like, oh, you know, yeah, like you said, gold, or, oh, we don't want to give you too much gold because otherwise you end up, I don't know, having too much. I don't know. Kind of like one of those like just interesting observations about this game compared to like video games, for example, that generally will have some level of, oh, I got a little bit lucky this time. You know, oh, we got this one. That's a really good one. Let's go do that, or something like that. They'd have to lock things by having multiple achievements or multiple tracks or something. Yeah, possibly. Because like the one thing that I would say about like Frosthaven is that it's a lot of fun, and it's still like Gloomhaven has that same vibe to it, where it's kind of calculated and tactical, and that's why I love the game. A lot of why I love the game. But Frosthaven does lack sometimes those insane highs that Gloomhaven have, like the giddy highs of like, oh my god, I just destroyed an entire room. Like, oh, I found this item with this enhancement, with this thing. We've just like, you come up with a really clever strategy for a room or a couple of rooms that just feel naughty. Like this scenario, for example, if I didn't have Brittle, I think it would have been very difficult for me. Because that basically gave me, I guess, the equivalent to 2 turns. And at the end of the scenario, I had 3 cards left on my drill, and I had 5 cards left on my fist. So I would have been very close. So without Brittle, I would have struggled there. So that was good. You know, that was yes, I had something in the bag to really help me there. And if I didn't have that, it would have been more difficult. But yeah, just like that, the highs aren't quite as much as in Gloomhaven. And yeah, maybe that is because Gloomhaven was unbalanced in ways. But you know, it was fun. It's kind of ironic that you just defeated the collector and received only 2 morale. Yeah. Guy was a pretty nasty bad guy. Compared to some of the other bad guys, he's pretty nasty. Not like one of them, you know, he's very unpleasant. Not definitely a true bad guy. There's not much redeeming about what he was getting up to there. I don't think there was many people who could side with him. You missed the option of getting the lucky loot drop. Yeah, I mean, I think that the loot deck does go some way to helping that, though. Like, the loot deck is kind of interesting because there's the random item in it. I think part of my problem is that because I play with the app, I don't do the physical thing of setting up the loot deck, you know, and seeing that random item go in there and going, oh, there's a random item in there, guys. I just feel like if I was playing around a table with a physical loot deck, I think there'd be a little bit more of like a, remember guys, there's that item in there, like, you know what I mean? It might encourage you a little bit more. But because I don't even look at how the loot deck is set up, I'm just like, yeah, the loot deck's there. Like, I don't even check what's in it. Because to me, I'm like, I get loot. You know, I will loot the same amount every scenario. So really, what's in the deck makes no difference to me and how I'm going to play. But I guess if I was playing with the loot deck physically, and I was maybe playing with other people, a little bit more conscious of it, we would table talk around it a little bit more, and maybe try and go dig in for that thing. So I guess that element is kind of there. I'm just maybe through the virtue of playing digitally here, I'm not doing it fully. I'm not getting that full, like, ooh, yeah, loot goblin experience. Did we get an extra perk or anything? Oh, we did. Hello. Replace a -1 with 1+1 shield rolling card. Place 1+0 card with 1+0 the target and all enemies adjacent to it suffer 1 damage. That could be okay. Replace 2+0 cards with 1 rolling Pierce 3 card and 1 retaliate 2 card. I feel like the healing ones might be quite good, but the replacement at the moment seems like the way to go. Because I'm going to probably try and get advantage. I feel like getting rid of the -1 with just a rolling shield is just value, right? It's just value. Digital and solo, but you mean more the, ooh, I got a legendary unique. Yeah, that's true. I guess the solo items are supposed to be that, but you have to kind of, you know what you're getting and the reward's always there. I feel like my big problem with Frosthaven, and I kind of had the problem with Gloomhaven as well, but I feel like Frosthaven has only reinforced the issue, and that's items in general are just not great. Like the design space for items is not great, because if you think about something like, I don't know, Descent or other dungeon crawl games, what will quite often happen is that you will get weapons that you actually like equip, and they give you like, oh, roll the dice or something. Like they actually come with like an ability inherently on them where they do something. Whereas the economy of this game is so much around your cards and the actions on your cards that the items are always going to be supplementary to what it is that you're doing. They're never going to be like, oh, here's an item that completely like, whoa, I want to change my game around this item. Whereas a lot of other like RPGs, it's all about the loot, right? Like you have your abilities, sure, but where you get really good is with the loot. You get the loot, and that might completely change the way you want to play your character because you find something really cool and unique or legendary that does something, encourages you maybe to play a slightly different way because it has some innate buff or passive ability that helps you. Like this can't really happen in this game because it's got to be all about the cards and the characters. So I've always found the itemization to just be like, outside of like the, okay, yeah, get yourself something that gives you extra movement, a pair of boots that does some extra movement and some stuff, some armor that, you know, gives you some shield or maybe disadvantage or maybe an invisibility cloak. You know, there's like maybe 3 or 4 options really there, you know, and then small items, there's a bit more customization, I would say, in this game because the alchemy is pretty good. So we'll say the potions are much better in this one compared to Gloomhaven, absolutely. But I still find myself like, look, I mean, these are all Gloomhaven items, and they're good, they work. They do the job. You know, I could spend a load of money and upgrade these to maybe something really, really good. But I probably won't need to. It probably isn't gonna make that much of a huge difference if I do or do not do that. But yeah, like finding some item that you're like, wow, that's actually like really cool and would completely change the way that I want to try and play my character would be really interesting. But I think that unfortunately the design space is just not really there in this game. You know, that's fine. You know, not every game is, you know, it's just like another observation that I think that Frosthaven kind of brings out is that the problem that Gloomhaven had was that, okay, some items are too good, other items are just way too situational or bad. So there was probably out of the, I can't remember how many items there were, there was like 100 items or something, right? Out of that, there was probably only about 30 items that were actually like, okay, these are like core, really good items that you will want to use across multiple characters and in these situations. There was so much filler. And I felt like in Frosthaven, what they've tried to do to change that is they go, okay, we're going to have crafting, which is good. And we're going to have, we're going to basically make a lot of the items weaker, and you're going to build up that strength over time. We're not going to give you some really good items immediately, which is one of the problems of Gloomhaven, is you get really great items sometimes straight away. So it kind of like lowered that to make the progression a little bit slower. But the problem is that then I just get like, there's just item bloat in the game. There is like 500 items, I don't know, 400 items. It's some mental number, 300? Yeah, like close to 300 odd items in the game. And like that's just like 300 items. And they all are like good for some. Like there's definitely, it's just, there's so many different ways, you know, it's like, it's just too samey at times, and like they're too incremental and too like whatever, especially when you're sat down, you know, looking at your character thinking, all right, well, I can do that. I can get that item that maybe gives me a slightly different, maybe slightly better version of the item that I have, but it's going to cost me 30 gold, and I'm going to have to craft, I'm going to have to find this resource, and I'm going to have to do this to make it, and all of these hoops you have to jump through. It's like, you know? Okay, it's just, and I don't think it's necessarily like, you know, they're making, the items themselves are, you know, they're making kind of relatively fun items, I think, but it's just, I just don't think the game is set up very well to really use items. It's just, the game system is not well suited to items, or powerful items, I should say. Because the game has like, everybody needs move, you need move, everybody needs shield or some level of defensive ability, okay? People probably want stamina potions to get cards back, okay? Like you've already shrunk like the, all right, well, any item that maybe doesn't help with these things is going to be viewed inferior in some way, because the core elements of the game are movement, stamina, health. You know, this is how you keep your character going. And if the item, well, you know, you get powerful attack items as well, sure. I mean, they're good because they do lots of damage. But again, they sit in certain slots. Yeah. Anyway, it's not like a, you know, it's just, I think it's a challenge for this game system and series going forward. I would like to see them, I don't know, figure it out. If it can be figured out, maybe it can't be. Maybe it's just going to always be a bit of a weakness, and it just kind of is what it is. I mean, you're always going to want items because they make your character easier to play. So it's not like items are useless, of course not. They do really help you play your character better and easier, but it's just they're not as impactful as perhaps they would feel in other types of games of this style. Right, should we do an outpost phase? I think we should. Outpost phase, outpost phase, outpost phase. Where's my calendar? 86.1 apparently. Whatever that be. 86.1.
The crater is as lively as you've seen it all season. You signal for a drink as you push through the customers and make your way to a table at the back, where the Quattril tinkerer Pinter Droman fiddles with a small spherical gadget, deep in thought. You sit down, interrupting his trance.
Oh, hello again. Thank you for coming. Very exciting news to share.
The boisterous Quattrel tears his focus from the trinket.
We are on the next phase, our little shortcut through the mountains. Now, a big portion of the path needs to pass under a dangerous overhanging cliff. The work crew is already installing pylons to support the cliff and hold back the rock wall, but
He hesitates.
it seems our path inadvertently cuts too close to Algok's territory, and they're not taking kindly to our construction project.
He raises his hand, cutting off the expected suggestion.
Diplomacy isn't an option, I'm afraid. The Algoks who are attacking belong to a group of bandits, the Horns of Ruin, they call themselves, and they are exclusively interested in destroying and looting our hard work. There's a big attack coming, and the project is in a very vulnerable state. I need you to go protect the pylons we've installed. If you can stop them, it might buy us enough time to get the whole structure pieced together. Once that happens, it will be nearly impossible to destroy.
All right. New scenario, pylon problems. Or is it, we need additional pylons? 115. Speaking of which, I haven't played the new Stronghold. I was going to play it this weekend and I kind of just forgot about it. I think it's been reviewed pretty well, the definitive version. I meant to boot it up this weekend, but I didn't. I ended up playing a lot of Football Manager this weekend for no real reason. Just I fancied playing Football Manager. I'm rubbish at it. I ended up playing Football Manager. Don't even like football. Right. Where is it? 08 on board. Oh, it's annoying. The stickers like come off on the thing. Yeah. Okay. Well, we can do that sticker in a minute because we'll be doing stickers soon. Let me just unlock that in my spreadsheet. Also, while I do that, I should probably update my trackers. So we've completed 2 side scenarios so far. So 2 out of 8 for the fist. And for the drill, I think that triggered the drill again, didn't it? The drill's one is the team building one. During 8 different outpost phases, read a different person's name in an event or section. And I think that did just happen, right? Yeah, where the Quattrel Tinkerer, Pinterdroman, fiddles with a small spherical gadget. I would say that Pinterdroman is a name. Nice. Making good progress on that. We're already 2 out of 8 on both. So, I mean, could be a fairly quick retirement, which, I mean, to be honest, at this stage of the game, might be okay because I'm trying to just kind of play a little bit of everything before I, you know, finish. I think I would like to try and finish Frosthaven. I don't know if maybe it's too ambitious to say finish it by the end of the year at this stage, because I probably only have maybe about, what, 10 more sessions before the end of the year or something? That's probably a bit ambitious to say finish it by the end of the year with only 10 more sessions, but I could probably cram in a few extras here or there, but maybe even if I flex it up to like 15, might be a push. Right, Summer Outpost. We have Summer Outpost number 3. It's a nice low number.
Hear ye, hear ye! I am the crier of the great Dalum, the most powerful seer the world has ever known!
An ostentatiously dressed man is shouting in the middle of the town, drawing a crowd.
It is my great honor to advise you that the great Dalum has selected this outpost for his next visitation.
There are audible gasps from the crowd.
He will arrive in a fortnight. Prepare yourselves and be merry.
As the crier packs up, Frosthaven's citizenry come alive.
The great Dalum? Here. We'll need to prepare a feast. We'll need an offering. I've heard he grants the wishes of those who please him with lavish donations.
Even Mayor Sather looks to be hiding excitement under a facade of civility. This should be an event to remember. Option A. Help clean the streets to make a good impression. Option B. Assist in the preparation of a feast.
Huh. Who is this celebrity? Right, should I put a poll? Let's put a poll up. Poll time. Right, which option should we go with, chat? The poll is now live. Option A is to help clean the streets to make a good impression. Option B is to assist in the preparation of a feast. To spur everyone's memories, just in case this has any implications. On our drill, we have armored, resourceful, and strong as our traits. On our frozen fist, we have intimidating, persuasive, and strong. Whether or not any of those traits will help us in any meaningful way, I do not know. And to be honest, none of them sound particularly like they would. I guess resourceful, but I mean... resourceful how? Not the typical way that you see resourceful used. Not the usual. A 50-50 split. Okay. My choice then. Let's roll a die. We will no help. Odds option A, evens option B. As evens, option B. Assist in the preparation of a feast.
B. You join a hunting party gathering wild meats and harvesting vegetables outside Frosthaven. An older man has more spring in his step as he picks snow thistle to use as a tangy garnish.
He's got rough hands from working the fields before he got the gift of sight. Long, beautiful hair. Not bald like me. Never met him, but heard he talks slow. Not like me. He wants to make sure you get the attention you deserve. Great man, that Dalum.
Where's these people love him? I foresee this guy's a complete jerk. And a charlatan, a fraud. Okay, well, guess what? Guess what we gain, everybody? Oh yes, it's our favorite thing, 1 morale. 1 morale, gain 1 collected snow thistle. Add 180.1 to the calendar in 2 weeks. 1, 2. Oh, we've got a lot to do in that one when that one comes through. To be fair, the Snow Thistle's kind of clutch, I think. Because I think we actually needed that for a potion. Very good. All right, onwards to our daytime building phase. Right, so we got the classic mining camp, hunting lodge, and logging camp. I don't know if I want to buy anything of note here, because I think at the moment, I don't think I do. Because I'm kind of like... at a point where I just want to build, and I've got a certain amount of gold. Let me just update this side a little bit. Trying to keep these kind of up to date. So we'll take that arrow vine out actually, because I'll put that onto the group sheet. We've got 137. Only 3 gold. Apparently we have 1 more hide. Oh, probably from the previous scenario. I guess we got the opulent shoes, which we're going to sell for 15 gold, to be fair. But we haven't sold them quite yet. I don't think we can afford. I think we need to keep the gold for building. Because we need 10 gold to build. Do I need lumber, though? Lumber I might be a bit short on. Lumber is like the one thing that I'm like, ah. Right, arrow vine and rock root and corpse cap. Arrow vine. Rock root and corpse cap. Actually, I think we might be good to make another stand pot. I could probably buy some lumber. Because we are a little bit low on that across the board. Let's buy some lumber. So we can spend 6 gold. I don't think we need more than 10, right? I think it's always 10 gold to build a new building, so 20 gold is probably pretty good. Give them to the fist for now. Garden. Down at the bottom of the garden. Flame fruit. We shall grab a flame fruit, please. Then I think we're actually really good. I think we've got one of everything again. Oh no, we don't have axe now. Shoot. It's a pretty good one too. It's usually not like the powerful ones. I don't think I want to change my herbs. Everything else we do not want to do. Nope. Alright. Building phase over. Down to downtime. So yeah, we need potion on... We absolutely need a potion at the moment for drill. That's the first thing to look at. We need a stamina potion. Because we are flagging in the later stages of the scenarios. We are struggling to keep up with the pace. Being a odd hand-sized character with a very particular play order is brutal. Where's my elk chart? Where's my elk chart? I swear to God, this is one thing that I always lose. Every time I come back to play Frosthaven, I'm like, where's the elk chart gone? It's always the elk chart. It's just like randomly just hides somewhere. God damn you! Where are you? Come on now. You have to be like here. Ah! There you are. See? Falling down the side of the box. Sneaky. Okay, so we really want the stamina potion. But I don't know if we can do it. No, because we don't have axe nut. Can I get a miner? Or is that still... We can get a miner. I think we maybe just get a miner. It's like so... We really need it. And I can always distill it later. Miner stamina potion it is. Come on down. If I can find it. That should go back in there. Honestly, I really regret that I didn't do what I did for Gloomhaven and just get the like a pocket for these items. I really should have, but I just feel like that ship has sailed now and I can't be bothered. Like if I was going to do it, I would have done it ages ago. Now I feel like I'm just going to have to put up with not having these in a nice little binder. Oh my word. Oh, it's like literally the last place I looked. Okay, great. So that's going to be a arrow vine and a snow thistle. That snow thistle was so clutch right then. Okay, good. Oh, we're going to sell that pair of shoes to get 15 gold as well, aren't we? Opulent shoes. I'm afraid you're going back. Back from whence you came. But your 15 gold is much appreciated. Okay. What more do we need? Like, do we need to get some items here? Are we going for building? We're doing enhancements. We thought about enhancements, didn't we? I also kind of need goggles, don't I? We said advantage was really important. And I do have a head slot item, and I have 18 gold. That's probably not a lot, but there's... I think there's like the cheaper version of Eagle Eye goggles, right? Like, spectacle. Because really, we mostly just attack one thing at a time. There's a couple of times where we can attack two things, but realistically, we are attacking one thing at a time most of the time. So, you know, having that full Eagle Eye goggle upgrade is maybe not necessarily what we need. Pretty sure there's a basic item that's just... that does that, right? I'm pretty sure there is. Yeah, spyglass. Costs 1 metal and just gives us on 1 attack. That costs us 1 metal, which we do have. Nice. All right, I think that solved a real initial issue for us on this character, I think. We now got that advantage, so we don't miss on that key heavy sword attack. When we're trying to use the old brittle tech as well. We don't get, you know, blown out. I think that's pretty important, so I'm happy with that. So I need to put some things in here, don't I? What numbers? Shoot, I'm trying to do a good job of keeping my spreadsheet up to date this time, because I kind of fell behind last time while we were doing this. I want to try and keep things up to date on my spreadsheet. Right, let's have a look at Fist and see. I mean, Fist was pretty well kitted, but I think there's obviously there's always opportunities. I think we have 2 small items. We have 1 hand slot free. Got a really good head slot already. Yeah, realistically, we've got 1 hand slot free. That's all we got. So let's have a look and just see if there's anything like... probably like a sword, maybe? Might be okay. A sword of some sort. A heavy sword during your melee ability. Add +1 to 1 attack. We can probably spare that, right? I think the problem with this character is you almost don't want like exhaust items. You want passive items that just give you stuff constantly. Because you just don't rest very often. But then I guess there aren't many items like that even exist in the game. It's either like that or we go for something like a crude shield. But I feel like a heavy sword will work quite well. Yeah, heavy sword. Because then we can always just play that when we've got the brittle up, right? So when we got that brittle, we have, okay, great. Brittle's up. We can attack for like 5 with the brittle 10. So we just kind of like comboing the brittle with both the drill and ourselves. So we just have that option of just getting that little bit of extra damage through with that brittle. Just play into brittle. And I feel like this item does that well. So we need to lose one of these. And one of these. Cool. But then we're kitted again. So we're just fully kitted now on both characters. Or at least we've got something in every slot. Maybe not the best thing in every slot, but we've got something in every slot. Okay, great. So, enhancements. I feel like we want to save our gold for building right now, unfortunately. Because we got a lot to build. We want to build like so much stuff. And also we'll get like a free enhancement, I believe, next time we come back. That's when we get like the kind of like the free enhancement event, I think, is next time. So save the gold now, we get an enhancement next time. Maybe we can even, you know, buy and get some more enhancements or something. So let's see what we're gonna build, shall we? Also, I need to add that heavy sword. Jesus, I say one thing and then I just don't do it. Was that number 14? Okay, so in terms of building, we can build the metal depot. Nah. Boring. Stables, yeah! Should we go stables and tavern, maybe? Do a double build? I mean, I shouldn't feel too bad about losing that morale. So that's going to cost us 20 whole gold, which we do have. That'll be all of our gold. That'll be 20 gold. And we need 8 wood. I'm pretty sure I got that. 4 metal. Yeah, I think we got all of that. Yeah, we got all of that. Okay, let's do stables first. We'll do a double build and we'll lose... Is it 1 morale, 2 morale? I'll have to double check that out. But let's build the stables and the tavern. Right, let's make sure that we do this properly before we go crazy. So, 10 gold. First and foremost, it's all going to have to come from here. So that's 10 gold there. And then it's 6, 2, and 2, which I think I can get from the general supply over here. Okay, I can't do 6 from there, so I'm missing 1, 2... 2, so I need to take 1 from the fist. Did I buy 6 lumber? No, I only bought 3 lumber, didn't I? Not 6 lumber. Did I put 6 down? I think I did. I think I was only supposed to... It's 2 gold. It cost me 6 to get... Yeah. I don't think I think I might have fudged the numbers a little bit here. I think I only have 3 here, right? And actually, I don't know if that means I have enough. Oh no, tavern's only 2. We're okay. I think I might have fudged the numbers a bit there and gave myself 6 wood when I should have given myself only 3. So that's fine. That goes down to 2. We're all good. We're all paid up. That's all good. Building the stables. Which I think means we need to read something in the book. As well as do the sticker. Fun. Borrowing materials now, are we peaceful? Yeah, you know, I'm good for it. I'm good for it. I always repay my debts. Oh, this is a weird one that doesn't quite cover it properly. Why? No. Why have you forsaken me? I'm supposed to go like that, but it can't be right. I mean, it's got to be like that, right? Oh, that looks so wrong, though. But that matches that rock. 100%. What? What? Ugh, let's just get stuff to me. It's not possible. Oh, like this maybe? Holy moly. That is weird. It felt like it should go over the whole thing and it doesn't. It like ends short of the... Maybe it gets bigger? Kinda. But not in that direction. Okay. That's weird. Alright, so stables. +1 prosperity, and we read 3.1. I love them big prosperity gain you get, you know? Like this time we get all the new stuff. Beautiful. Not sure why the devs didn't make a map board with reusable stickers, so they could sell you reusable stickers. Think. So they could sell you reusable stickers separately. Right, 3.1.
A robust hello greets you when you enter the stables, whose final boards are being nailed down. The head animal handler, a no-nonsense Inox, invites you in while she's in the midst of muscling a hot-tempered stallion back into his stall. You offer to help, but she has the situation under control, lowering her head so the horse becomes intimidated by her horns. The musk of the stables envelops you in a not unpleasant manner as you follow the Inox from stall to stall, admiring the animals.
If you ever capture and tame any beast, you're welcome to house them here. I'll make sure they're taken care of, and...
The stallion kicks the stall as you pass, and she kicks it back, cowing him.
behave themselves.
But then she winks at you.
To a point. We don't want to take the wild out of them completely. Here, why don't you take this? Should make the trapping part easier.
The Inox hands you a net, then smiles mischievously, patting the stallion.
Now, how do you like a ride?
You back away, thanking her, but claiming you have other duties to attend to.
No, thank you. No, thank you, please. Okay, add event Winter Road 42 to the road deck and event Summer Road 42 to the Summer Road deck. Gain Trainer's Net 247. Boom, straight to it. The Trainer's Net. This is a hand item. During your turn, capture an adjacent enemy whose hit point value is 1 or 2. I mean, now I can't use that hand item that I just bought, because now I'm going to have to bring the Trainer's Net on every single thing. Dang it. I guess I'm not using that sword then. Right, events. What do? All right. And Winter Road event. What do? I feel like we need to capture... Like, there are only certain animals you can capture, though, right? You can't just capture any animal. It says capture an adjacent animal. I mean, you can't just capture any animal, right? There's a list of animals we can capture. Just also feeling like it feels like pretty cool to just kill. If capture almost counts like a kill, then you kind of like remove an enemy on 2 HP. Where are the animals? I saw them over here. Surely they have to be one of these little guys. It's got to be a Brummix. Eel, a Ruined Machine, an Ooze, a Snow Imp, Forest Imp, Black Imp, Rending Drake, Spitting Drake, Hound, Piranha Pig. I guess it's got to be a... I don't know. I guess I gotta read up again on what that actually does, but I guess we are now bringing in the Trainer's Net. I guess you bring it into the scenarios where there are actually capturable things, right? You wouldn't do it any other way. The stable says bring 1 pet into each scenario. We have a capacity of 4, so can't have any more than 4 animals, I guess. That's number 88. Into the deck you go. Right, now we're going to do the tavern. So the tavern is a further 10. It is 2 lumber. It is 2 metal and 1 hide, which I will take from here instead. Ooh, right down to that's cleaned us out pretty handsomely. Here comes the level 1 tavern. I can't believe we've been doing this for so long and there's been no tavern. I guess people have just been, you know, preloading. I don't know, hanging out on a park bench or something. God, this feels like it's got to be at a weird angle. Oh, it kind of does. Is that it? Oh yeah, boy, I'm good. Wow, it's kind of not quite it, but it's good enough. +1 prosperity, 160.2. All right.
The new tavern has already attracted a local following, but you're still as likely to find patrons at the crater as you are at the newly opened Boiled Crab.
Oh, the crater,
In
of
large
course.
part, that's because the vermling running it has an attitude that repels people about as much as Frosthaven itself. Dinah Snapclaw, the proprietor of the tavern, is a bit of a mystery. There's no shortage of rumors about her, though.
You know, she used to sail with Barty Halfear, the notorious pirate.
Zane, the local barfly, is speaking in hushed tones. He looks around to make sure she isn't listening, then continues.
Rumor has it he forced her to walk the plank, left her as piranha pig food. Just biding her time here until she can get her bloody revenge.
The no-nonsense vermling you're discussing returns to your table with a fresh drink for Zane. She turns to you.
He telling you his stupid stories? He tell you the one about how he had to flee Gloomhaven after some bad debts came knocking?
Zane feigns shock.
I was just telling them you might have a job for them.
Dinah shoots him a look angry enough to make a man's blood run cold.
What? You need someone to find those coins. This group of mercenaries spends more time outside the wall than anybody. Unless your plan is to just keep checking the till each night.
She picks at a scab on her face, thinking.
Yeah.
Fine.
She pulls a gold necklace with an antique coin dangling from it out from under her ale-stained blouse.
I'm looking for some others like this one. Bring 'em to me.
Before you can get a good look at it, she shoves the necklace back down her shirt. Zane steps in to explain.
Find them all, and it's supposed to lead to a massive treasure.
Dinah looks irritated.
Just bring 'em to me. That's all you need to know. Now buy a drink or quit taking up the seats.
She walks off to another table in the near-empty establishment without waiting for your order. Zane turns to you excitedly.
Wow, she must really like you guys.
He sees your faces, pushing ahead with reassurance.
She'll open up. Just keep an eye out for the coins on your adventures. If you find them, if you find those coins, we'll be rich!
Interesting. So the rewards for this is add event Winter Outpost 79 to the Winter Outpost deck and event Summer Road 50 to the Summer Road deck. But also add a loot card 1418 to every scenario loot deck in addition to the normal loot distribution. When drawn, read any one section number depicted. Interesting. I mean, that's a bit awkward for me, I think, unless there's a... I wonder if I have some sort of, you know, can I add section? I wonder if I can do it like this. No. It's not there. Oh man, that would be... I don't want to have to use the physical loot deck every scenario. Campaign character management. I don't keep this up to date, so... But I have to wonder if I can, like... Oh, event effects. Oh no, that's not it. Oh shoot! I mean, you'd think that that'd be a way, right? One, 4, 1, 8. I mean, I guess I could enhance one card, couldn't I? And then I wouldn't be... It would fudge the... It would fudge the math a little bit. So this is the card. It would fudge it a little bit. But I could, like, enhance a card to make it... I'll have a look into it and see what we have to do there. I'll leave this card out on the table for me to remind myself before we do the next scenario. It might be a case of, like, I enhance a card or something. We just remember every scenario we need to put it in. It might be that maybe when we get actually into the physical scenario... Actually, if I just double check that quickly now. Like, what happens if we just go into this? Right? Is there a loot deck in this scenario? There probably isn't, actually. So just go to the first scenario, right? There's the loot deck. Show loot table. There it is. They think of everything. Perfect. So then you just click this. Boom. 1418, baby. Okay, it's all good. Nice. Good. All right, so then the last thing we need to do then is we just need to put in the old, we need to put in these events and then put on the old pylon problems. That was a winter outpost. $79. In you go. And somewhere around 50. I got so many road events, summer road events now, because it's just I haven't spent a lot of time in summer. So I guess I've just had a lot of maybe linked scenarios as well, and I've just been adding to it. It's just, look at it. It's like massive. All right. Pylon problems. I know how that feels, right, chat? Go around the other side. $115. Where are you at? Ah. Oh no, it's a. Oh, it's on a fold. Jesus. Freaking fold. Bloody folds. Yeah, all good. Alrighty then. Well, that will bring a conclusion to today's Frosthaven shenanigans and today's stream.
I think still, yeah.
That's the blessing from Cap. That's the blessing from.
Isaac, at this point, can we get your approval to add an additional attack modifier deck for allies in the digital version?